Perfect one is still one of the best cover arts.
Oh, I
ever.
don't even remember that one.
Okay, I'll try and link it to you at some point.
Oh,
It's
God.
fucking brilliant.
Is it where you just put his face in the armor?
I put his face on Shepard.
Shepard.
We gotta do it even better, right? And just find like a picture of the Mass Effect lineup of characters and just put his head on everybody.
Shepard.
So why don't I get a fancy like subtitle thingy right
You can
here?
add it.
Yeah, you can have one. You have to do it yourself, though.
Oh, that's too much work. Fuck that.
I know, gosh. I had a little picture of myself wearing my Superman shirt, too.
I want to have like a hat. Here, I'm gonna be a pirate.
No hats. No hats.
Yes, he can have a hat because he's
No
Justin.
hats. No hats. No Google,
Yes, hats.
No Google effects.
Yes, Google effects.
Or you get the boot.
Aww.
What boot? Italy?
Das
Or-
Boot! That's what boot.
So wait, how do I get that thingamabobs? Now I'm curious.
Go to the Google Toolbox. Hangout Toolbox. Will be the first option. Harold posts the comment, "What's up?"
Okay.
There you go. Well, you figured that out, Justin. God damn it, Joe! Stop it. Stop it.
See, look what I started.
Yeah, get out. Just
Never.
get out.
Wait, how's that?
Alright, I'll remove these things.
I'm
They're really good though. I'll have random one more time.
trying to remove Google Effects. I can't.
Okay.
Alright,
That's
the name
just right
backwards. Awesome.
move.
It's actually not backwards. You're only seeing it backwards.
Damn it. Okay. That's boring.
You're actually fine
Wait.
You can make
wait,
it
the bottom
backwards.
part.
if you want.
No,
Okay.
let me click. I want to click.
It is Saturday, August 17th, 2013, and you are listening to the Irrational Passions Podcast. I am your host, Alex O'Neill, and this week I am joined by the most beautiful, handsome men on the internet.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, thanks, Alex.
Evan the Walrus.
Hey!
Here. He is not a man, but a walrus, and he is still handsome. Brian Nabishin Jackson is here.
Rest in peace, Grandma.
Aw.
Rest in peace. Joe Aces High. Fate is here. Joseph. Joe Danger. You can't
Yeah,
leave.
that's-
Joe.
The danger.
There's a lot of danger in these pants.
And
Not all of you.
all of the pants. Justin the Sigma Omega Graphius is here.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, he is.
I can see you now, Justin. You have a camera.
I know.
I know, fanciness.
It's freaky.
I know. Finally upgraded. It's awesome. Gotta love this new laptop.
Oh, you just upgraded this past week?
Well, had some issues, but yeah, this past weekend I got a new laptop, and it is epic. Can run like Alan Wake without any issues on like
Wow.
high settings, and I love it.
That's awesome. I can't run Alan Wake, and I have a pretty decent laptop, so. Cool. Guys, we have a good show planned for you. Joe went to Los Angeles this week. Played that
Bringing
Call
you
of
the
Duty.
inside scoop.
Yeah. Joe's our main man,
Yeah, he is.
representing that PlayStation lifestyles.
Yeah,
We
whatever gets
got a
me
couple
into
people
events.
watching today. Geek Intel, Harold Price, our good friends, are watching. Let's get right into it. I want to say congratulations to our good friend Jeff Chorney,
Yeah, congrats,
For-
Jeff.
Yes.
becoming an engaged man.
Was that today?
Only
No, that was
7
a week
years
ago, I
late.
believe.
Yeah.
Too slow. Sorry.
Was it really?
He's
Okay.
he's an engaged man.
Yep.
Work's been fucking me up. I can't catch up with anything. So that and the fact I don't have 4G or internet on my phone.
Yeah, Tanya talked about it on Twitter. I think a few days after it happened. That was a week ago. So
And Jeff also tweeted it out and then somebody put it on Retroids too.
congrats, Jeff. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
He had told
Did you get a whole
Joe-
bunch of them about times and stuff like that?
Yeah, he got a few, but it was just awesome.
Jeff versus T. It's about time.
It's about time. I think Joe, you and I have to make it up there for that. Go up to Canada.
Oh,
for that.
I didn't think that would happen.
That's the most terrifying Google Hangout face.
I don't know how to
Ever.
remove it either.
There we go. Also, if you haven't been paying attention to YouTube, YouTube.com/Irrational Passions is home to the most epic of my annoying, stupid internet videos. So, there you go. Anything else happened this week? Joe put on a troll face, and he's just being an internet child. I guess let's get right into it. Justin, how are you doing?
God damn it.
I'm about to beat Joe out this call. No inside scoop.
It's all about the inside scoop.
God damn it. So where were we?
Justin, how's life?
Life is good.
That's good.
More work as every other week that I've been on. Besides the new laptop, that's like the only good thing that. Oh, right, Otakon.
You went to that
thing that I went to that. Yeah.
You
Yeah,
did
but
not-
we never get to meet up.
You did not contact me at all.
So
I figured
I
you
was
would
gonna
do
say
it.
something because I had okay. In the convention center,
Here come the
there
excuses.
was full bars on my phone.
Okay.
There was full bars, and then like when I would go on the internet to like start tweeting and stuff, it wouldn't go out. I wouldn't even get any tweets back. So I was having really bad service there, so I couldn't really get a hold of you until I actually went out and got food. But even then, I was just around people and all that stuff, friends. So
Even
really
then,
never
he was like,
could-
man, fuck that Alex kid. He doesn't
yeah,
know
fuck that
anything."
guy.
Yeah. Fuck him. But did you have a good time? That's what matters.
Yes, got a lot of cool stuff, including two things that are in my games that I played. So talk about those later.
Mm-hmm.
As well as my special guest that I have right here that I have an off screen for right now.
Okay. Hiding it. Gonna be a special
Yeah.
reveal.
Yeah,
Okay.
for people watching at home, exclusive.
Yeah. YouTube.com/Irrational Passions. You can watch the video version in Google Hangout form of the podcast every week.
Plus now you get to see my sexy face, so why wouldn't you want to look at
Yeah,
that?
why wouldn't you want to get on that sweet Justin Graffy's face? Just it's so wet all up in this hangout right now.
Oh yeah, it is.
Cool. Nabishin, man. How's your week been? Got some unfortunate news today, but other than that,
Yeah, other than that, I'm just doing work. Just pretty much working constantly, and there's really much nothing more to really say about that. Except, like, I think I know something, and then it turns out I don't really know anything about it. It's like, fuck! So, but at least, something I'm still getting used to. So, that's pretty much about it.
I think you'll adjust. You're a pretty smart learner, quick learner,
Pretty smart learner.
pretty smart learner. You're smart at things. You're a quick learner, so you'll get it. You learn this podcast fast enough, heaven forbid.
Sure.
You learn to talk to us. That was what matters. Except for Extra Life 2011.
Wait, what?
I said you learned to talk to us, except for Extra Life 2011.
Oh, that shit.
Yeah, that was fun. Back in the good old days. Throwback. If you watch Alex Talks this week, you know what I'm talking about.
But you know that I don't talk to people?
Yes. Yeah. Cool. Just getting more adjusted to your new job then, I guess.
Yeah, and there's a cute girl at the job who I'm
Okay.
thinking about talking to. We'll see what
Ooh.
happens. I'm saying it on here, so it'll be like, hey, how's that going? They're like, oh, yeah, I should probably do that. So
Yeah.
it's a terrible idea right now, but whatever. I'll see
You'll
what happens.
continue to be the Anthony Gallegos of our podcast. And we will ask you about your coffee shop girl forever. Evan, life.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
What?
What's up? How's life treating you?
Good. My brother's off to college,
Damn.
so there's no more him around.
Now I'm the only child in the house. I get all the Christmas presents.
That means I get a
Evan now gets 100% of the Call of Duty.
no.
This,
I don't play Call of Duty anymore, actually. Just saying.
I'm sorry. That was the fucking funniest thing. Oh my goodness. That's why I love Nabishin, guys. Little secret. Yeah, you
Secret
get
showmans.
You get 100% of the Christmas presents. What do you get 100% of now, Evan?
Actually, nothing. I still have one other brother who's still here.
He's a piece of shit. When do you
Damn
move
it.
out?
Now I have to kill him.
Wednesday.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
Tragedy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay.
I move out Wednesday.
Oh shit! You need help?
No.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Excuse me for trying to be a friend.
Sorry, but everything I've ordered is already in boxes, so I don't have to pack anything up.
That's good. That's good. So,
So,
you think it'll be a quick one trip? You won't forget anything. You won't forget your boxes of porn.
uh,
That face said it all. Wow, Joe.
hopefully I won't forget anything, but it's only a 2.5 hour drive instead of a 5.5 for my brother.
Is that your dick in a napkin?
I hope so. Is that like a chicken? Joe is holding like a very
That's a
awkward
ghost
bowl.
thing.
This is a Nephilim.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know Dante looked so weird.
This is from that one game that Shane Bettenhausen was promoting.
Shadar?
Yeah,
El Shaddai.
El Shaddai? Shadar, wow.
Oh, and I thought that
Shadar
was
is the name of Nino Cooney's villain. Wow. Don't know how
and I
got
thought
there.
that was Dante's double form right there.
Yeah, that's why I was going for
White
the
hair.
Nephilim jokes.
Yeah. Went back to his white hair, guys.
Greg just wants Dante to go back to looking like that. It's that's awesome, Evan. I'm excited. Have
Yeah.
you seen your apartment yet? Or no?
Oh, well, I know what it looks like. When I went to orientation, we took a tour of one of the apartments.
And they all look the same.
Basically.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you yet to meet your roommate? No.
Not face to face, no.
Okay, so this no Facebook having serial murderer, we're supposed to believe that you're going to be okay with him.
Oh yeah, I will.
All right.
You're barely okay by yourself.
Like I have a feeling that that when we see Evan, like every time he'll be on the podcast, just in the background, like way in the distance, we'll just see like a figure of a person just watching.
Holding a knife, getting ready to kill him. But never
Like
does.
every week while he's on the podcast, the guy will just get like closer and closer.
So
I
he's
think-
Slenderman.
I think his roommate is gonna take him over, like Smith takes over that one dude from Not in the Matrix
Wow.
in the second film.
Yeah.
That's what's gonna happen.
Jesus, just gonna
That's
stick his
it.
hand in his chest.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
guys are weird.
Or we are just,
Weird.
seeing the future here.
Or seeing the
Mr.
Matrix.
Anderson.
'Cause that movie's really good.
Yeah, that movie is really good.
Yep.
Me and my roommate are gonna have a Matrix marathon soon.
You can just say Ethan.
Yeah, but the listeners don't know. The listeners, all right, Joe. I think of them sometimes, like you selfish.
Yeah,
bastard.
or just
I think
have
even
your
Harold knows who Ethan is by now.
Harold does know who Ethan is. He's seen him on stream before. He also Ethan stumbled into what was it last week? Just wearing the towel.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
pretty good.
That was pretty good. Cool, Evan. I'm excited.
Yeah. You'll be able to come down. My mom or my dad will be taking me down. So
Are you have already said you're good to go for Extra Life though? You're gonna drive.
yeah.
All right, cool. That's gonna be fun. Joe's gonna be here. We're gonna get naked with Joe. Justin, you should drive here for Extra Life.
You know, I was actually thinking about that when you guys were talking about it. I'm like, maybe I should drive down. That would be fucking awesome.
I'm
Yeah,
trying
it
to get
would.
I'm trying to get Troll to bring Plank Fan.
Plank fan,
He
you
should.
better be here. Everyone tweet
Yeah.
at Plank fan right now.
Like I've been trying to get Plank Fan to come here for Extra Life for like 3 years now, and he's always like, "Oh, I got school. I have life." I'm like, "Well, fuck life." 25 hours. That's what we want. Oh God, what's this kid doing here? Tony Horvath just joined the call for reference. I'm not going to add him to the recording. I'm just going to let him sit there and listen in.
Well, so like every week. You know,
Boo, Tony.
Yeah, Tony can just be here. Tony, do you want to get added to the recording?
No.
He's like, no, I just wanted to look. I'll take this moment of.
Why would I want to do that?
This is going to get cut to tweet at Plank Fan.
Can't hear you, John.
He knows.
Because there's now 6 people in this call.
Wah,
It's-
wah,
it's-
wah.
we're still not up to Game Crasher levels.
I'm working on it.
How about now?
There you go.
It's
All
gonna
right. Well,
say-
since y'all aren't actually recording this, I was trying to be not like interrupting and shit.
Yeah, well that really worked. Good job.
Should be a
Magical
little less
power of
creepy and
editing.
turn a light on.
Geek Intel just said, I just looked up what a Nephium thing is, and I'm very scared now. Harold says, can I have Evan's spot after he's murdered by his roommate?
No, Harold, you cannot.
And he also
back
You
as
you
it
can't,
is.
Harold, but the pirate hat can.
he also said, who's Ethan? Winky face. And then he said, who's Tony? Winky face.
Who's Tony's a better question.
Yeah, who's this kid?
Tony, I think I'm on the show more than you are right now.
Yeah, that's not true, but it's close.
Ed, you're up to like what, 10 shows, Tony? Total?
Yeah.
Just rocking it.
Hell, I'm working my way up there.
Yeah, this is Sigma's 3rd show.
Well, technically 4th if we count Persona.
That's true. That's a special
No one
edition.
counts Persona.
That's right. So yeah, do you want me to jump in this? If not, I'll just listen. I just got home from work, so
If you want to jump in, it's fine. Are you
Where
actually
are
going to
you?
talk during this show?
yeah. I usually talk.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You're so
I
full
just-
of shit.
No, I usually
Even
talk.
Greg
but I
Miller
don't talk
knows that
a
you
lot.
don't talk during this podcast.
Yeah,
Alright,
a lot
yeah.
of Joseph Fate chin action. It's awesome.
Do you have?
That's all I got,
Audacity
man.
open?
I'm like Matt Smith.
Give me a
I
second.
like Alex.
I literally just walked in the door, made a sandwich, and came upstairs.
That was for you, Evan.
What?
Fuck yourself. I said
Oh.
go fuck
Look
yourself.
at this sandwich.
with
It's
my
got
finger.
cheese on it.
All right, well then I'm gonna mute you while you eat your sandwich.
I'm not gonna eat the sandwich right now, and I'll mute myself. Thank you.
Why? All
How
right.
can you resist the sandwich?
I'll eat. It's got fucking like blue cheese on it and shit, man.
We're cutting
Ugh.
back into the show.
Ugh.
It's my favorite cheese.
But on a
All right.
sandwich?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Anyway.
My
Um,
my last day of work, which is really sad, is going to be Monday.
Why is
it
it? Why
really
is your last day? You just
Because I have to move out Wednesday, and I have to pack
Transfer.
Tuesday.
transfer.
There's no stores down where I'm moving to.
Tell them to build one.
Say you'll manage it.
Tony, you're not in the recording.
Well, you need to put me
No,
in it.
Tony, GTFO.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, I've been ready. Born ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Record.
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5.
5. That was fun.
Yeah,
That store's bound to happen. I just don't know when. Because it's
Tony's
right on
here
the East
now.
Coast.
Hi.
We should restart everything about this conversation
yes.
to make it easier for Alex.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Guys, Tony's here.
Hi.
Continue. Evan.
Boo.
Continue, Evan.
So yeah, I'm moving. My last day of work is Monday.
Okay.
So it's gonna be really sad.
It's not going to be sad. Let's be real here.
It is gonna be sad.
You're leaving a grocery store.
No, not just that. Yes, I am. But
I mean,
It's definitely not more than a grocery store.
Yeah, it is. Harris Theater is still just a grocery store as far as I...
It's all my hopes and dreams embodied in a one place.
I dressed him as a dragon there.
It did happen. Evan, you know we love you, right? Like,
yes.
in the best way possible. Cool. My life was not interesting.
We played D&D, man. Had to be interesting.
We did play D&D. That was fun. That was a good sesh. Wet sesh. Adjusting to newly leveled characters. It was fun.
Yep.
I've been thinking about like putting my campaign out there for people after it's done. Obviously, I don't want you guys to go ruin it for yourselves.
I'm gonna go read everything right now.
Yeah, which you totally would. I figured that if anybody was curious, if anyone has been DMing and they're
Oh,
looking
crap.
for an OG story, then they could use mine. That could be fun.
Nobshin, did you come get your camera?
No.
Oh, okay. I figured you could just would come in and get it.
I see it, Joe. It says balls.
And Playing Fan says,
Plague Fan replied to us and said so he's not gonna come.
Fuck you, Plank fan motherfucker.
But Bustin should come. Justin Bustin.
Bustin' Justin.
Bustin.
My new nickname.
Guys, I'm busting some Justin right now, if you know what I mean.
Damn, I didn't know we were in the same room.
It was Justin just looks to his left, sees Joe. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Where the fuck did you come from?
It's funny because you guys are right next to each other on camera, so it looked like you did actually look at Joe.
Oh, I was gonna say on my screen it's still that way, but yeah,
Okay. Oh well. You know what?
magic.
I don't know what screen they're gonna get for the YouTube version. That's the only one that matters.
Hopefully he's all that said.
I love Nobishin's Nobishin's picture right now. So sassy. It is.
I think Nabashine's picture looks super street.
Yeah. I mean, we all know how hood Nobishin is. So.
I was
hood?
gonna say hood, and then in my brain I'm like, that's probably a little racist. Avoid.
And I'm like, well, I'm black.
You
Yeah,
wish,
anyway.
Alex.
Yeah. Let's. Tony, how was your week?
I don't
Oh,
think he's here.
they're gone. I just realized that they both left. They're transferring cameras over so Nabishin can actually put on his video. Let's talk about video games then.
You didn't
Evan.
even ask me about my week, you asshole.
I didn't. Fuck, Joe.
Alex, go to sleep.
I thought I got confused when Tony walked in, and I'm like,
Way to be a host.
I know. I'm so bad at this. It's been 142 episodes, and I just don't even know what the fuck I'm doing anymore.
Can't even remember who the hell I've introduced.
Joe, how was your week? How's
Dude, I went to
everything?
California.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
You got any stories?
No, I met Max Scoville.
No, you saw Max?
And then I told
So you
him...
got hit on by a gay man.
That's pretty good. Did
And
you say
then-
anything to him?
No, I mean, we were kind of standing around in a group of people. I'm like, Grand Theft Auto 4 was terrible. He's like, he looked at me and laughed a bit. He's like, I wouldn't say that.
And then you were like, I would.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh. Ugh. I mean, that was the Scoville experience. He said that a lot of times on his phone, he gets Google notifications of people searching Max Scoville of like peppers.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Where does Max Scoville fall on the Scoville meter?
I don't know, apparently pretty hot.
Pretty
he had
damn
a
hot.
shirt with a raccoon on it, and then his belt buckle was also a raccoon. He really likes raccoons.
I know. He's a fan of the raccoon.
So what?
Is it raccoon or raccoon?
I think both are acceptable.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would consider both acceptable. If
I
you're,
would too.
if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah, language. Who's
Um,
into that one? So I did that. I was there for 3 days. I met some other people who write for sister sites. I found out what all the site that owns us are.
Okay, what
Which
what
is
are they? I'm curious.
PlayStation Lifestyle, Game Revolution,
Mm-hmm.
in Crave Online.
Cravon Martin? That sounds familiar.
Oh my god, there are hoodies everywhere.
Oh my god.
Don't go to Florida.
Don't go to Florida.
Hey,
I
that
told my mom and it didn't work out.
guy pulled a family out of a burning car like the day after.
I know. There is your political moment of Irrational Passions for the month. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yep. We know where everyone stands.
It's all about race.
Yeah.
Anyway, Joe, how's the life treating you?
I don't know if Nabishin would feel safe after that remark.
I don't know,
Yeah, I love
Nabishin's
it.
on a Google Hangout call with fucking 5 white men. 5 of the nerdiest white men that he could probably beat the shit out of all of us.
I don't even know if he's back yet. It doesn't look like it.
I'm
There
here.
he is.
Oh,
No,
okay.
we had an episode where I found his camera real quick.
Yeah. An episode? That sounds
Yeah, he
like
came over here and then I was like, "Get the fuck out of here! I gotta find it."
that sounds like he had a stroke.
Yeah.
So nothing interesting happened besides
Besides seeing Call of Duty, everyone got, or I guess will be mailed eventually, a prestige edition of Ghosts. Comes with a stupid 1080p helmet cam.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I have to get that now.
Uh,
I'm just kidding.
got one of those. Got
Yeah,
a
man,
t-shirt.
that cheap 1080p cam.
Yeah. and
Breach!
then I ended up getting Breach. That was fucking terrible.
Yeah, it was.
Do you know who those guys were? Because people were like cheering in the audience when they first showed up on screen. I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
They could be like an MLG Pro team.
I don't know. It was two dudes. I think it was probably like YouTube celebrities.
Yeah.
That I just didn't.
Be like panels at VidCon or something.
Scout.
Yeah.
Yogs cast.
So I didn't know what was going on with that. And then I played some Call of Duty, right? And then we'll get to that later. And then I also got a 500 gig USB 3.0 hard drive.
It's nice that you got Ghost. What system did you get on?
We didn't. I don't know. I don't know how. I need to email someone.
I imagine you were writing for PlayStation Lifestyle. So
He got it for the Wii.
PS4.
Yeah.
Is the
I'm
Wii U
gonna grab it
version
on
only.
PS4, but I'm super confused on how that is. So they didn't say like, oh, go pick up your vouchers or send an email to this person or whatever. So I'm just gonna email someone and see how they're going to handle that.
I wasn't very excited about it, but then I watched the gameplay demo that they did. I was actually.
It looks pretty cool.
It really pumped about it. It looks gorgeous.
I'll pick it up, but it's definitely not
That's
going to
fine.
be first day at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting Battlefield Day 1 because that looks cooler, in my opinion, at least right now. But yeah, we'll talk about this later. Let's talk
So
about video
that's my
games.
week, guys. I stayed in a pretty swank hotel.
Nice.
Was it swagalicious?
Yeah, it was Westin Bonaventure. I guess it's
Ooh,
a
a Westin.
4-star hotel
Nice.
Oh, not bad.
right in the middle of downtown LA.
Oh, Evan says, "Oh, not bad. I
Yeah.
mean, that's okay. It's acceptable."
If it had one more star, it may be on the level of my prestigious family.
Yes, I know. He's just like, oh, on one of my 4 vacations in the past 3 weeks, I stayed at a 4-star.
Oh, wait, you didn't go snowboarding?
I've gone snowboarding 3 times this month.
Didn't personally adapt a water ski or jet ski to go on the snow for you?
Pegasus, away!
Not
I
posh enough
to
for I.
They didn't feed you grapes while you were riding the jet skis. Oh, I see how you are.
And Evan's sitting there laughing like this is all true.
He knows. He's like, oh god, I'm feeling. And most people go on vacation like, I feel a little homesick. Evan goes home. He's like, I feel a little vacation sick.
Yep.
I just need to get back. I just need to go back.
We gotta go back. That's what.
Not
Evan's
enough
always saying.
vacation days for me.
Yeah, man.
Evan gets.
I imagine Evan is like the kid from Harry Potter who complains when he doesn't get more presents each year over year.
Oh, he's Dudley.
Yeah.
No, that's actually an accurate description.
He's like, what? But then his dad's like, these ones are like substantially bigger. I don't care. You better give me some more of these damn presents.
That's
And
why he's
then
gotta
now
kill
that one of his
little brother to
brothers
get all
gone,
the
I mean,
Christmas.
that's just a no-brainer now.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I gotta change this. It's the same color as Now Machines.
Oh, gross. Tony, how was your week?
Tony, change it
That
to
was the
someone
wrong
that's not even
word.
close to you.
Uh,
Guys,
that?
let's all change it to be Alex O'Neill.
Alright, sweet.
that would be awesome. I am the only one on this podcast, the only one that talks at least. So.
I'm gonna keep my Twitter handle.
That's
so I'm gonna
harsh.
Change my name.
I know it was a joke. Why?
Why'd your camera go away?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Because everybody's showing your name.
Yeah. Tony's got it right. He put the Alpha 27 on top.
Yeah, anyway, my week has literally been work every day.
Oh, boo-hoo.
The one day that I had off, when I worked like over 40 hours this week.
Over 40 hours is pretty good.
Yeah,
You get that sweet, sweet time and a half.
yeah. And the one day that I had off Wednesday, I had jury duty. So I haven't slept in like a week and a half.
That's dope.
I'm tired.
I bet, man. Well, you know what, Tony, you can sleep.
Well then.
Yeah, like, I don't know what to
You're
say.
about the word.
Anyway, other than work, I played D&D, and I played some Magic. I won the Legacy tournament. I got a giant Legacy tournament coming up next week. It
Nobody
seems pretty
cares.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one cares, but I could win thousands of dollars. So
Yeah, well, maybe then you could actually fucking fix your computer charger.
You should talk about your car, by the way.
well, yeah, my car's dead.
How'd that
That's
happen?
nice.
What did you do to it?
Well, like I didn't do shit. Like I got the oil changed last Thursday, and then Saturday at like 4 in the morning, I had dropped off Ilana at her house, and I was driving home. And about like 10 minutes into the drive back to my house, I'm sitting at a red light, and then it turns green, and I hit the accelerator, and my car engine starts to sound like a go-kart.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, and it was like that the entire way home. And I like used the cruise control to try and lay off the accelerator as much as I could and stuff like that. And then so the next morning, me and my dad got it towed to the dealer, and the dealer says that there is like apparently a slow oil leak in the engine. And that's apparently very funny.
Oh, which one's which?
that's up to you to decide. If you should check Twitter, guys.
I did.
Oh my god.
It's real good.
Hold on.
Part of me wants to be having my abs chiseled. The other part of me just wants to have an ass like that.
Right?
I can't have both.
The abs or ass? Choose. Make your choice.
I mean, honestly,
I'll take
I
the
would
abs.
probably go with the ass because I do have an ass like that.
But you don't have a chin.
This is where you have to insert the Eminem song.
Yeah. Smack that.
Oh my god.
That's not an Eminem song, but okay.
It has Eminem in it. So.
Eminem has a song called "Ass Like That."
Oh, see, I don't listen to Eminem because
Eminem-
Neither do I.
That song they revealed at the Call of Duty trailer is pretty good.
Anyways,
Eminem's good, guys.
back to the point. My car's engine has to be replaced for me to get my car back. It's a $7,000 repair. So
Sheesh.
that's nice.
that's not good.
So now I'm driving my sister's car around for the immediate future.
That
Oh,
sound terrible.
I mean, it's actually pretty nice because her car has an auxiliary port, so I can listen to podcasts finally.
Yeah, I mean, you still have my auxiliary cable, so
I do, and I'm using it a shit ton now.
it's good. It's good.
And I guess the best part about it is that it's a hybrid car, so I pay like a little less than half of what I used to pay to drive around at work.
So nice.
So
Fuck yeah. Ryan 1824.5. Ryan Clark is in the chat.
hello.
Says hi.
I got.
Hi, guy. Hey.
hi guy.
All right, Tony.
Shy Guy, Mario.
So-
Go
Want
back.
to talk about video games now?
I mean,
Why
I'm
wouldn't we
okay
do
with
that?
talking
Why
about video
would you
games.
do a podcast, Alex.
That's what I'm here for.
We are a video game podcast. Tony, what have you been playing?
Played some League of Legends this week.
Ugh. It's not Dota. I don't care.
Let's see, what else did I play? Okay, so this is fun. So I was being a very good boyfriend, and Ilana wanted to play
My
Persona
Little Pony.
a little more before she left, and she's gonna play a little tomorrow, but probably if now she lets us borrow his Vita again. So she really wanted to play Persona, but she was on vacation with her family. So we got into Google Hangout, and I like went and borrowed Navashine's PSI vidcam so I could like make a setup so I could like play Persona and have a camera pointing at the screen. But it wasn't focusing well on the screen, so for like 2 hours I literally like read everything in Persona over webcam for her so she could play the game.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun.
I mean, I wouldn't qualify that as being a good boyfriend.
Yeah, I would qualify that as being a good boyfriend.
I did something.
Only you, Tony.
Yeah, I did something. Anyway, so that's I don't know if I can qualify that as me playing Persona either because I didn't.
I mean,
Other than that, what else did I play this week? I don't think I did play any other games this week. I've been working all day, every day, so.
all right. Well, Nobshin, how about you, man?
Me?
Yeah.
You know I'm like the heavyweight of this group. You should go to Evan.
Oh, I forgot that you believe that there's actually a strict order to this. Evan, video games.
Yeah.
What's on your agenda?
I played a lot of Battlefield.
No way.
I actually got it to work on my PC too.
Wow!
Oh boy.
It's really slow, but I got it.
You should drop the shadows down because that's
Yeah, that's what Plankton told me to do.
Yeah, fuck Shadows.
Shadows will fuck you up.
Pretty bad.
And then Origin screwed me over with my Sims copy.
Why? What'd they do?
Oh no, Sims.
They're like, okay, redeem it here, so I did.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, oh, go check your purchase history. I do, and it's like, you have not purchased anything.
That's that. You know what? They probably done goofed on that.
Sounds like you should send them an email.
Yeah.
All right, glad that was settled. Good job. All right,
Oh
cool.
God.
Thanks, Evan. Glad.
Evan, you need to install that custom boob slider, man. Make them all huge.
Yeah, dude. These or get the fuck out. Really, that's where we're gonna let that just sit there.
I mean,
I got nothing to add.
Well, I mean, there is nothing more you can say, Evan.
Just boob sliders.
Have you played anything that you're actually going to talk about?
Guncraft.
All right,
You
moving
bought
on.
that?
Yeah.
you bought
Okay.
that piece of crap?
No, I got Evan a review code. I went
Oh,
out of my
God.
way. I'm like, Evan, I got 2 codes. I have one for myself or to give away. I don't know if I want to actually play it. How bad is this game?
It's actually not that bad.
I
It's
don't
fun.
believe you.
Okay, that means it's really bad.
How much does this game cost?
I have no idea.
$10?
$10? If it's like $2, I'll buy it.
Well, no. I mean, don't buy it. But
Just buy it so to understand how bad it is.
Evan, how bad is this game?
It's not that bad, really.
Or what's
Because we need an unbiased opinion.
Tell me about gun.
We probably
tell me
should
about
give it to
Guncraft.
someone else.
It looks like Minecraft, but with guns.
What?
So Ace of Spades.
What?
Oh god, there's a whole review.
Oh my god. Okay.
It is.
So how does the gun crafting work?
Like, I have no idea. The actual crafting of the guns, I have no
You
idea.
cannot make guns.
Yes, you can.
Really?
Yes.
Jeff Gersman told me otherwise. You know what?
Well, he doesn't know how to, but yes.
Okay.
I don't know how to either, but you can.
Oh, thanks. Really reliable information.
Hey, I tried to, and I failed.
Okay. You tried to and you failed.
Okay, hey, I tried at least everything on the whole game, Alex, okay?
All right. So, what do you think of it?
It's pretty good. And there's one mode that I really like. It's like zombies.
Okay.
You have waves of
you
hordes.
don't like Call of Duty zombies.
No, this isn't zombies. It's waves of monster-like things, and you have to
So it's Call
fight
of Duty
them off.
zombies. Got it. Okay.
What?
You know what? All right. How is the Minecraft building part of the game? How does that work?
Every time you get a kill, I think you get a kill or something. You start off with a certain amount of money, then you can switch into build mode during battle and build, which each block costs a certain amount of money.
Okay.
And every time you place a block, you lose that amount of money.
Oh, so
once
you
hit
have to
zero.
actually buy a block. No, I got it, Evan. I'm
Yeah.
not 3. Okay.
What?
I'm gonna
Whatever.
grill you. I'm gonna grill you, Evan.
Whatever.
So like
Alex O'Neill asking the hard questions on Guncraft.
Guncraft.
No one asks questions like Alex O'Neill.
Yeah, so this is the toughest of questions. So like Evan, does it work? Does switching between combat and switching between building work?
Yeah.
All right.
You heard it here first, folks.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It does.
All right. Is it comparable
yeah.
to either
I have
Call of
nothing-
Duty
I-
or Minecraft?
I have nothing else to say.
It's in between.
That is fucking cop-out answer.
Oh, come on.
I asked you, is it comparable?
Right, and?
You're all like, oh no, it's in between. I know it's in between. It's supposed to be in between. But does it hold up? Does it stack up? Is it as good as Call of Duty? Is it as good as Minecraft?
No,
or
it's
is
not
it
as
worse
good
than
as-
both?
It's worse than both.
Okay.
So
See,
it's pretty terrible.
that's yeah, that is pretty terrible. That's an acceptable answer. All right, are you gonna play more of it?
Yeah.
Evan, you start this Google Doc, Minecraft preview. No, this is a review.
I said
code.
Guncraft preview.
Guncraft, excuse me. Guncraft preview. No, you write a review or get the fuck out.
All right.
Okay.
Good God.
All right, I'm glad you're enjoying it. What else you been playing?
Other than that, nothing.
No,
No
Leighton,
Professor
no Sly.
Layton? No slime.
No.
Why?
I'll play more Sly once I move in, because that's the only thing I'll have.
That's the only friend I'll have.
No, I said that's the only thing I'll have.
I know, but I was saying what you actually meant.
Well, besides this roommate,
His serial killer roommate without a Facebook? No, I don't think so. All right.
What if his roommate was Sly? That'd be weird.
That would be weird.
He's not a very big gamer. He likes to go out and shoot.
Oh my God!
Play
What?
cards.
What? Oh no, he likes to shoot like
Play
guns?
targets. Yes.
Yeah,
At
targets. Have you ever
Human
thought he might
targets,
be
right?
practicing, for his roommate? Because he doesn't have a Facebook, so he doesn't know. He doesn't
Shut
know.
up.
I'm gonna confirm it right here. This is Evan's last podcast.
Evan, you've been a good friend for a lot of years now. I would say at least a year.
Oh, shut up.
Total of you being on the podcast.
Can I have your headset?
No.
It's a shitty
I'm not
headset.
buying
For
it.
you.
Can I have your PS3 to sell it, or can I have just one of your Xboxes?
Neither, because both my brothers both use the Xbox.
Can I have all your discovered Battlefield games?
Yeah.
Why are we doing
that's-
this?
Your
I'm not
humble
gonna
origin
die.
codes. Okay. Well, Evan, it was nice knowing you. I appreciate you being a part of the team for as long as you did.
Rest in
Justin.
peace, Evan.
Justin, save us from this gun murdering slaughter.
Oh, but that was like the best part. Been playing DuckTales, obviously.
DuckTale. Woo.
After the scarring YouTube video that Navashin posted,
Oh my God.
I needed
Oh,
to
that.
I needed a cleansing of DuckTales. So I'm enjoying it. I don't know where all the hate is coming from with it.
It's justified, I feel, in some cases.
Yeah, some cases. I mean, I'm not having all the problems. The only problem I'm having is the pogo stick. Like, sometimes I'd be up in the air, and then I would press square to bring out the pogo stick, and I just fall right into an enemy because it never came out. That's the only problem I've been having, which is making the game a little bit harder.
Like the original DuckTales, like if that game came out, like the original, if that game was rated from that time of day, it would probably be like about a 7-ish game, and that's pretty much where the reviews were reflecting. Because this updated version is pretty much just the same thing as that game. Personally, I really dig it because of pretty much how hard it is. I'm playing it, and I'm playing it on hard because I don't know, I'm sick like that. But yeah, it's really like demanding in like the old schoolish type of way, where like if you die, you go back to the very beginning, you do everything all over again, and I can appreciate that. I'm a specific type of person. Some people are like, oh, we're above this now. Video games become so long. We should go back to a live system or go back. Where's the checkpoint system and stuff like that? There's people who are like that, and they're technically right that we have come a long way, but this was made to be an old schoolish type of game. It doesn't matter how you viewing it when you're reviewing it. And I think games are a little bit too harsh, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with you. All those things, I'm like, well, it's always good to have something old school like this. I mean, nobody complained about Demon Souls and Dark Souls, did they? No. Everybody loves that game.
People did, but they didn't.
Well,
people didn't review
here's
it.
the thing. Demon Souls and Dark Souls are a modernly difficult game through a modern scope as well. DuckTales is a old school difficult game, through an old school.
People feel that
nostalgia
they're
scope.
clinging to nostalgia. Yeah, exactly.
And it's just like DuckTales is hard because of how old games are hard. Like it has the lives and it has the weird, very tight controls that it's in. It's dependent a lot on skill. Dark Souls is hard in different ways. It's hard because of risk reward, or I wouldn't categorize DuckTales as that.
Really, Alex?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm feeling dirty already.
Alright.
But I know you've been loving it, Nabashin, if you want to talk about it real quick.
Dustin pretty much said all the good parts about it. Well, like it's funny too, because I talked to you about this.
Yes, you did.
Like there
I love
was a
the way
review.
you described it to me as well.
Yeah, like I watched the Screw Attack review of it like the day before it came out. And like it was pretty much a glowing review, and that review pretty much has pretty much what I feel about the game. And like as soon as I finished watching the review, I never made this sound before about like anything ever, but I was just like, oh, I really need to play this game. I never made that sound before, and it was just so taken aback by it. I'm like, I feel sick to even say it, but I really want to play this game, and it lived up to my hype. I'm really like happy about it. You can tell that these are 90-year-old people who are voicing these characters, especially Scrooge. He's like 90, I think 92 even.
Yeah, he's old.
I can't remember his name. I think his name is Alan Green. Yeah, him and Magica are 90s, in their 90s. But yeah, it's great. I fucking love it to death. This is great platforming, great. He's fantastic. Love the voice acting. I can see how like going through it would be annoying to some people. And it's like, oh, I'm trying to get to the action. I don't want to see these cutscenes or whatever. But that's them trying to bring a little modern touch to the game. And I can see how I personally love it. And pretty much how they got everybody to be into that game is just like so great in my opinion. Of course, it can get fit and crack shell because his voice actor died, but of course it gets moved up. But whatever. Yeah. I love it. I love DuckTales. So that's all I really need to say about it.
Yeah, it was such a weird conversation that we had. It was just like, I'm so not interested at all in DuckTales, but I know how much you are. So, and the way you described it to me was just, yeah, that's like the perfect way to describe it. So, you can continue, Justin.
Played some Final Fantasy 14. The beta started back up Phase 4 yesterday, and it is still amazing. I'm so hyped for this game. I never thought I was going to say that to a Final Fantasy Online game in my life.
I talked to Mr. Travis Baum about that today. He's super hype with you.
Yeah.
Travis Baum also hype on Defiance. Take that with a grain of salt.
We talked
I
about
love
that
Defiance.
too. I'll get to that in a minute, though.
I want to get back to Defiance, but yeah, Final Fantasy 14 is great. I want to be playing it right now if I could.
I
before the
downloaded
beta
it
ends.
today. I downloaded the PS3 beta.
Well, then get on the Gilgamesh server that you were dissing earlier.
Gilgamesh sucks dicks. I just laughed so hard when I wrote that. Gilga Greg sucks dicks, guys.
But yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
continue.
Gilgamesh server if you're going to be playing Final Fantasy 14, if you want to play with me at least. Names Lambda Shirogane, obviously, you know.
Boo! Oh my god.
Hey, at least that's somewhat creative. You should see the other names. Like, hey guys, there's a Bruce Wayne. Congratulations on
How many Cloud
creativity.
Strifes have you seen?
I saw a lot of Stripes, I saw a lot of Stripes. A lot of Noctises as well.
Except for Raw 757. Hi, Eddie. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, there's a lot of those, and I'm just like, come on, guys. At least I'm somewhat creative in my name. But yeah, get on that. It's a great game.
I'd just like to share. I'm sorry to interrupt. Ryan says, "I guess DuckTales is what's quacking." In the chat. That was all I had. Continue, Justin.
But then there's Tales of Graces, which I've been playing again.
You're almost done.
Trying to finally beat it. Well, the Lineages and Legacies part. After the dreadful forest part earlier today, I'm finally on my way to the last dungeon, according to you, Alex, so that makes me very happy.
So that last dungeon will take you literally a year.
Oh,
full
great.
Year. I would say it takes maybe 3 to 4 hours.
Well,
it's hours, multiple hours dungeon.
Well, if the bosses are as stupid as they've been, like
the bosses,
on and off difficulty.
The bosses aren't too bad. Like the second part has really not great bosses. And the first part is kind of really confusing, like the forest. The third part is very straightforward. It takes forever to get to that point, and then
Yeah, I have bosses are easy, but then you get to spoilers, the little queen, like multiple clones.
They're fucking horrible.
Oh my god, I was about to throw my controller after my first death because I'm like, when the fuck are they gonna stop?
Yeah, no, it's if you are frustrated at that boss, just wait to the last boss. It's just
Yeah, that's what I'm scared of.
fucking, it's horrible. I just by the time I was done with that game, I was so done with the combat. I just did not like it at all by the end of it.
It was about that point where I had to switch off from playing as Asbel because Asbel was not doing anything to any enemies.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to switch over to Richard, and Richard is badass. Just doing so much damage with all his special arts that he
I never
has.
actually tried. I tried playing as Richard, but I never got into it.
Yeah, because his regular attacks are as fast as Asbel's, but his arts are magic-ish based, like Pascal's and all that stuff, and they have really short recharge time, so it all works out.
Yeah, I enjoyed playing Hubert other than Asbel the most because he's so quick.
Yeah, I tried to play as him, but I didn't like it that much. We don't want to make this a Tales of Graces podcast, so
Oh no, it's
we'll
going to
move
be a
on.
Tales of Zillia podcast in about 20 minutes. So.
Oh, I was gonna say it's gonna be a Tales of everything, like I posted, because my next game is Tales of Vesperia for the
Oh,
PS3.
Jesus Christ.
So it begins.
I was gonna say, don't worry about this one. 'Cause
Like-
I only played it for like 20 minutes, because I just wanted to see the combat, and because it's all in Japanese, I wasn't really ready to play it.
That
'cause
game is like in Japanese, at least in my experience, it's just something I can only take in like handfuls.
Yeah, I was trying to find a game packs at the same time to try and translate what's going on the screen, and I had no such luck. So I'm like, all right, let's find just one battle, and then see how that
I
is.
will point you in the direction of the one I was using. That's pretty good. So
All right. Then Tales of Zillia again for maybe an hour, because
so you started Mila's story, right?
yeah, that was my first one. Really liked it. Like, I love the combat. Story is good, interesting so far.
You haven't gotten to when the combat's just fucking insane.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, because I think I heard people talk about how the combat is different from Grace's,
Yes.
but the little bit I've played already, it sort of feels the same, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm fine with this.
It takes the ideas of Grace's and the ideas of Vesperia and kind of meshes them together and then throws a whole new twist on it, which is why I really like it.
Yeah, so I'm only an hour in, and since I want to finally beat Grace's, I'm going to start over so I don't forget what the hell is going on in the story, because I already did what happened in that hour. So I'm going to start over and start with Jude's story.
Yeah, it's weird. Like it's hard to understand that story right off the bat, especially if you're playing as Mila, because Mila's story is way more confusing.
Oh yeah, I noticed that right away, because I'm like, all right, Tales of Graces, what the fuck is Elith? What the hell is this? What is that?
Yeah.
And then I was expecting that in Zillia, but then when I played Mila's story, it was
It was
like,
way more than that.
here's 100 terms, and now figure out what the hell they mean in
It's
5
just like
minutes.
they kind of give you an idea that Mila's like kind of like a god.
Yeah.
But they don't like really explain it until about 2 hours in.
Hey, there's this Maxwell person.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, you're
who's
Maxwell.
this? Who's Maxwell? What's a Maxwell?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're Maxwell. Oh, okay,
Oh,
sure.
All right, I'll go with you. It's pretty crazy. I think Jude is probably the better one to start with. I like
Yeah,
how
that's
Jude
the
plays
reason
a lot.
why.
Mila, you don't actually feel how she actually plays until about 2.5 hours into the game. So
Yeah, that's why I was deciding on that when I was playing as her. I'm like, right, it's really complicated right now story-wise, so I'm going to go with Jude, and hopefully that'll help everything.
I haven't played through Jude's the beginning yet, but I imagine it will be much easier to follow because he knows about as much of what's going on as you do.
Yeah, I could tell from just Mila's interactions with him.
Mm-hmm. But they have a good abilities with Mila in the beginning.
Yeah, I was like, I got past the part where she loses them, and then I'm like, I loved her combat, and now she's shit. And
Yeah, again,
it threw me off.
They fix it. They fix it again. I just got to the point where I got all of those powers back with Mila.
Well, that's good.
So, save for like her weird melee attack.
It was good in the beginning, and all of a sudden it just got really weird.
Yeah, well, like I've gotten to the point where it's just kind of like natural sword combat instead of like the weird shooting stars. That was weird. But yeah, I'll enlighten you about some Zillia things.
All right, sounds good.
No spoilers, but just some things that are gonna
better not. Then my last game, which I've been looking for like 2 years now, Initial D Extreme Stages for the PS3. It's Japanese only.
Oh, you finally got it.
Yeah, I finally got it. I got it at Otakon. Like, there was only one copy in one of the stands, and I'm like, how much is it? Oh, that much? Okay, here. Just take the money already, because I've been looking for this, and I fucking love it. It's the drifting game that I've been looking for years now. Like, every racing game that I would play, first thing I would try is the drift. And if the drift didn't work for me, then I would take it back or something.
That's why Mario Kart just always works.
Not realistic drifting.
I'm joking. So
yeah.
It's okay.
So, and that's exactly what I was looking for. So I've been addicted to that now and been working and learning how the drifts work in that game. But that's about it. I mean, it's a drifting race car game. What else could I say?
Yeah, I had no idea. I just looked up the box art for this game. I'm like, oh, cars. Stop caring.
Yeah, and for people who don't know what Initial D is, might as well say it's an anime. Basically all about racing and drifting down hills and all that stuff.
Greg just got fully erect. So, he's somewhere listening, being like, yeah, boner.
While crying over us talking about brotherhood.
Well, let it be known. Can we not talk about this anymore?
Hey, that's all I was going to say.
We have to talk about it.
Let it be known that the reason why Greg's not on right now is because, one, we have way too many people on, and two, he's just watching Full Metal Alchemist. He's not actually doing anything.
So does he hate Brotherhood?
Yes. We're not talking about this, though.
Blindly.
All right. So. Just camera. Is that all you've been playing, man?
Yeah, that's everything.
All right. I'll go. I don't have too much to talk about. Let me.
Oh, there's something new.
Yeah, Joe. Hey, fuck you. I played a little bit.
The last one.
I played a little bit of Dragon's Crown. Yeah, but I don't have as much to talk about. Joe's got Call of Duty and shit.
Okay.
That'll take like 5 minutes.
I have questions.
I didn't talk.
So, well, you haven't gone yet. You go.
No.
There you go. Now I'm just like, oh, look, this sort of fucking with my lingo. I played a little bit of Payday 2. I wanna thank Game Fan. I think it's Game Fan for gifting it to me because he's awesome. See if I can find his actual Twitter handle. Yeah, he just gifted me and Greg a copy because he's like, I have a couple extra codes. I'm like, you are awesome. And yeah, that was that. I just played like the intro to it. The intro is really weird. You just you start in like a safe house, and it's like you can upgrade your safe house and add loot and stuff. And it's like, okay, you can build statues. It's at GameFan365 is the guy. He runs GameFan365.com, so check that out. He's awesome. And yeah, I'm gonna play more of it over the weekend, hopefully. Played a little bit of Dragon's Crown, and I played the Mario and Luigi, the new 3DS games demo, which is really good. It's a Mario and Luigi game, but with way more control over your character and way crazier shit happens. Is pretty much. Other than that, it's your run-of-the-mill Mario and Luigi game for the most part. Really well written and really fun to play. But let me tell you about Tales of Zillia a little bit, real quick. Justin, Tony, what would you believe if I said you can switch what characters are in your party mid-combat?
That's kind of crazy.
That's broken.
It's
Like GTA 5?
yeah, like GTA 5, you can switch your character mid-combat.
Oh, where did it go?
Like you can switch out members of your party with other members of your party mid-combat. And just
Yeah, it's so broken.
That's pretty cool.
and just fucking play as all. And then, like, when it does the ending scene where it shows everybody, it'll show everybody that participated in combat, so, like, up to 6 people. Which is crazy. Just when I first saw that, I'm like, this is insane! This isn't a Tales game! You haven't gotten to it, Justin, but basically the link system, the way it works is you link up to somebody.
Oh, no, it was a tutorial in the beginning that showed that, or at least something of it.
Well, like, you can link up to somebody. You saw the tutorial thing, but, like, once you, like, do link darts, basically that's what builds your over limit gauge. And then once you go into over limit mode, you can just do link dart to link dart to link dart to link dart.
Do you mean overdrive?
No, not overdrive. That's
Oh, okay.
that's a different game.
Okay. Okay.
And it's like you can, let's say you do 2 link darts with one character that you're connected to, and then you switch the character you're linking, and then you do link darts with them, and then you switch to another character. You can do like up to 6, or up to 9, I think. It's really cool. It's really fluid too, and you can just do massive amounts of damage really quickly. Yeah, that combat is probably, in my opinion, at least, I will say it's easily the best of any Tales game yet. I was not a big fan of Tales of Grace's F at all, because
Man, you're so ready to shit on that game ever since you beat it.
I really liked the game, but it's just the combat wore down on me so much. It was so frustrating.
Would you say it's the GTA 4 of the Tales?
No, I would never compare it to GTA 4.
Is it the Dark Souls of the Tales series?
No, that doesn't even make sense.
Shut up.
GTA 4 at least made somewhat more sense, but oh god, GTA 4 combat. That's just a really upsetting secondary discussion. No, it's just like it's too much downtime in that combat. It's too much of waiting for things to happen, waiting for a bar to reload.
Yeah, because you have to guard and wait for your one bar to reload so you can actually do an attack.
Because like it's kind of like taking the idea of the active time battle from Final Fantasy and trying to make that, you know, action based, except it's doing it all wrong. Because in active time battle you can queue up your attacks, and then you can, if like in Final Fantasy 13 for example, if your bar is not all the way full, you can just launch it with like 3 attacks instead of the full 5 or whatever. But in Tales of Graces, it's just like downtime. It's after every combo, there's downtime, and yes, there are really cool ways to like up your meter mid combo that are awesome, and once you get a combo going like that, that's really satisfying. But then eventually that'll just run out, and you'll just have more downtime. But in Xillia, the AC bar stacks continuously. So you can stack up to like 23 AC, and then once that's down, that's when you'll have to wait for it to recharge. But the thing is, it'll go up to whatever the minimum AC is immediately. Just snap of the fingers, and it's back up after you finish your combo, which is the right way to do an AC meter, I think. So, I don't know. It's just the Xillia combat's way more fluid. I'm excited for you to get deeper into it.
And just for clarification, when he says downtime, he's talking about like maybe a second of your meter number going back up.
Longer than a second, Tony.
It's only a second if you stop it before it gets back to maximum. You don't always need it to be at maximum.
A full 5 seconds to get to maximum, and anywhere in between that is usually not a useful combo at all.
It depends on how deep you are in the game.
Unless you want to use an art, then you can wait till it's like halfway full.
Exactly.
And that's like the only time it's good.
It's like even like the A arts or the B arts in that system. Most of the late game ones take
The
more,
B Arthur.
The B Arthur take more AC than just like 1 bar or half bar. A lot of them take like upwards of 5, and it's just like that's just more time you have to wait before you can use them.
I mean, and the point is, like, the more you dodge and stuff and your meter goes up, the faster that it actually refills when you're at lower AC. So you're not necessarily always just all right, I have 10 AC. Let's do 10 AC worth of moves and then wait for it to go all the way back up to 10. It's you interacting with it, and then it has a limit, which I don't know. I think it's good.
Yeah, the real good explanation toward the end there, Tony. It
I
has a
mean-
limit, and I think it's good.
Oh, don't give them that yet.
You know what? I'm no holds bar today. My thing is everything you do in Graces takes AC. So even like when you're doing a dodge to gain AC, you're giving AC.
Yeah, it's 1 AC.
Yeah, and
you gain like 3.
and you're getting more surplus, but it's eating away at this total bar that you have, and everything is picking away at the amount of move you can do.
Which it makes it interesting, because then you have, while you're trying to do all of this crap in combat, you have to think about what is worth your AC and what is just kind of an extra thing that you could be using for something else. And if you want to do something like that, then you have to risk doing like maybe a move to take the moves that take more AC. They have bigger hit boxes where you can get knocked out of them. Mm-hmm. So it's like a risk reward system.
Yeah, but like it's not a satisfying risk reward system because
for you.
But it's because when you risk something, like there's not much of a reward. It's like you risk something and you do a little bit of damage, but in order to do a significant amount of damage, you have to take less risk. You have to do more attacks and use more AC. But
that's not necessarily true. There's also chaining of the arts into each other, and that's an entirely different kind of strategy.
Yeah, but like for example, Vesperia, which doesn't have an AC system, it just has TP, which is just like basically MP. So your arts will take MP, and you can chain arts in that, but it's not limiting how much moves you can do. It's
sure,
like,
I mean, all the games have different combat systems, and I'm not necessarily saying that Tales of Graces F has the superior combat system. I actually prefer what you're describing in Tales of Xillia. I haven't played it, so I can't confirm that yet. I'm just saying that the Tales of Graces F combat system is not inherently flawed in that it has a recharge time.
I mean, like, yeah, I see what you mean. And I mean, I disagree. I think that it is inherently flawed because of how much downtime that the player has to go through with the combat system. And, just retrospectively after playing Xillia, the idea that once you use a full bar of AC, like let's say you have 6 AC, and you use that full bar, and each attack takes 1 AC, and art attacks take 1 AC plus however much TP it requires. Then immediately at the end of the combo, it breaks the combo chain, so you're not getting bonuses for additional hits, but all of your AC just instantly recharges in less than a tenth of a second, and then you can just continue attacking. It's just, there's a more satisfying hit just at the end of every combo. It's just like, all right, ding, I'm back to top AC, now I can continue. But it also incorporates the best parts of Grace's combat, which is doing things mid-combo to up your AC temporarily. But it just makes that feel more permanent because it ups your total AC in Xillia. So you start with 6 AC, you do a 6 AC combo because you did special things during that combo, you exploited an enemy weakness. When your AC recharges instantly at the end of that combo, you recharge to 10. It's all right, now my next combo is going to be even longer, and that's going to stack into the next combo, which could be 14, and that could go into 16, and then once you take a hit, it'll go back down to 6. And it's just, it makes everything inherently more interesting, which makes the previous combat system inherently less. So that's just what I took away from it. I was really happy to see that they felt like they had learned a lot when they went into the Xillia combat. And it plays a lot better. I'm excited for you to see it.
You're totally wrong, Alex.
I know, Evan. I'm so full of shit.
I mean, no, I was never saying that he was wrong.
I know Evan was.
That his opinions were different.
I'm personally ready for this conversation to end, but I'm curious about something. Do you think it's really just because of the fact that Grace is such an old game? It's a remake of the old game, so it's pretty much just doing the same combat system of an old game.
Well,
Maybe that's the reason like that.
The most interesting part about that combat, in my opinion, was the Excel meter, because it was so weird. It was so different for any Tales game, and that was something that they added in the new content. So yes, I think that the game is just older and it didn't really age that well.
Mm-hmm.
And the ideas.
That's why Zillia is so much better, because it's something completely new from a new series.
Yeah,
Rather than just picking up from something old.
It's new. It's taking those ideas of Grace's, and it feels like it's like, all right, we saw what was wrong with this, or what could be the detriments to this system, and then we made it way better. So.
And also, I was gonna say it, but you guys were talking your points.
Go
But you play as Hubert mostly, right?
I played as Asbel.
Okay. I think
Yeah, and I played Malik.
I was gonna say, I think that might have been to the point as well. Asbel is he is mainly melee heavy.
Mm-hmm.
If you would use some like B arts from, let's just say Pascal,
Yeah.
you are using Pascal's arts that maybe cost 5.
Mm-hmm.
You're recharging that, and as it recharges, I think the meter goes back up, and that charge will pay off, and it'll be a really strong attack. So I think it's just because you played as Asbel the whole time.
I finally constantly moving and attacking.
That is true. All the characters interact with them differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I went to Richard, and he's close combat, but he's also can attack from far away with his arts. So that changes my gameplay up of, all right, when this guy's stunned, maybe I'll go in and attack him, or maybe I'll stay back and do some arts attacks.
Yeah.
And that I barely ran out of meter if I wasn't attacking head on.
Yeah, that is a really good point. Because, yeah, Tony, you did play Malik mostly. Almost exclusively, right?
Once I had the option to, I don't know, for a while I just played Asbel.
Mm-hmm.
But then I decided to, give all of the other party members a try, and once I got to Malik, I stuck with him when I was able to play him.
Mm-hmm.
But since that point, I rarely played Asbel until the end.
Yeah, I mean, I tried everybody. Nothing really stuck with me. I've tried everybody in Zillia. I like Mila the best. But another thing that I really like about Zillia is that the main character, or at least one of them, is also a spellcaster, as opposed to almost all other Tales games, where the main character, or at least the one that they introduce you and encourage you to play as, because they're more approachable, they usually do not cast any spells. So. Yeah,
that's how Richard is, and that's why I'm actually kind of growing on his combat, because I can actually do both and work it into my strategies.
And
I was going to say, it just sucks that you can only play as him in Lineages and Legacies, because he is really, really good in that end game.
Yeah, he's great. And the cool thing, it's way more approachable to pick up other characters in Zillia, because they kind of have you play. They have you play both main characters at some point in both campaigns, forcibly. Which is good to introduce you, because each character has their own kind of quirk. Like Mila, her thing is that she has magic spells, but she has spell conversion. So when she uses a spell in melee combat, if you just tap the button, she'll just use it a melee attack version of that spell. But if you hold it, she'll cast it. So, and then every character has a different thing with that, a different little ability. And one of them, Jude, which I know Tony, you really wanted to play. His is probably the coolest, because if you backstep at the right moment, he'll instantly swing around behind the enemy, which is super, super
advantageous.
I got there, because you do almost every hit to an enemy's back is a critical hit. So, and it's that's one of my favorite ones. And Leia, her one is if she backsteps at the right time, her staff elongates. It's called elongating staff, ladies. But yeah, Zillia is really good. That was a good Zillia discussion and Grace's discussion.
I was gonna say that was a great Tales of discussion.
Yeah, I said it was gonna turn into the Tales podcast in 20 minutes.
Now the disagreement.
Disagreement.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, games that I've been playing. Be Grand Theft Auto 4.
All right, you did it. You gamed.
Yeah.
You did not die. Well, you probably died a lot of times on that last mission.
I actually did that because I remembered it, and I was at this part where I would do 2 times over again, the first time I played it, but I only died once. then I had to do it all over again, which sucked. But that I did it, so it was great. Yeah, it wasn't because like it just like it was just so weird because you know I like lost my train of thought for a second. Like it was like just like 2 nights ago. It was like I was like fuck it, like I gotta finish this game. I have to finish it now. So I spent like the last like 4 hours just like playing that game and maybe even 6. I just played it nonstop because like I just really wanted to beat the game, just get it over with, and I did it. And yeah, it was an adventure. I'm glad I did it. I'll probably never play that game again. I'll say that for real.
You're not gonna play the extra content?
That I might do because seeing the connection to Tony near the end with a mission where Tony gets his daughter back or something like that. I thought that was super interesting. I wanted to see how that ties in. Other than that though, yeah, playing the vanilla Grand Theft Auto 4, no, never again. I'm done with that game.
Yeah. What's your game time?
It was less than 30 hours, so I'll say about maybe 25 or 27.
Okay. Still significantly longer than it should have been.
Been playing more of Dragon's Crown. Didn't really need to talk more about that, but yeah, I'm just going through it, getting all the gems so I can finish my elf class so I can try out the other classes. So I'm super interested to try out the different ones. I'll probably go with the fighter next. She looks really interesting, and Jason's been raving about that booty that she has, so I'll have to check her out.
Muscular booty.
Yeah, he specifically said her pointed beat, so it has like an actual endpoint of it. So yeah, I'll try it out. That game's still really fun though. Like when Tony's not having my Vita, that's like the one thing I'll be playing all the time. So it's really great stuff.
Okay.
We already talked about DuckTales. Still loving that game. I haven't beaten it yet. Taking my time with it, but yeah, I'm savoring every minute I'm playing of it. Still with it. Went back to Saints Row the Third just because Saints Row 4 came out, and I'm starting to get hyped for that. Like for some reason, like not interested in the story anymore. Because I played the game right through on a 360 version. So like when I play Saints Row the Third now, I listen to like other podcasts or something like that when I'm playing it. But the game's still fun though. It's still super easy to control. I'm just trying to get through that. So with my PS3 playthrough, so when I get Saints Row 4 on Wednesday when I get paid, hopefully if I get a ride up there. Yeah, then I can just jump into that and import my character and do those romances that are super great. People don't really know about yet, unless they watch Giant Bomb Quick Look.
Weren't we splitting Saints Row?
Were we?
I thought we were.
Sure, we can. I don't care. Save me money. That's awesome.
Halvesies, man.
Still got to do that with Wonderful 101 whenever you get next time you get money, Alex.
When? Is that October? That game, or is it September?
Oh, it's September.
Okay. I should be okay as long as it's only $40. So, I could probably do that.
Oh, cool. Other than that, still playing more Mass Effect 3. I did the Jack mission. That's pretty much all I had time for this week because I was either playing Dragon's Crown or DuckTales. But yeah, I did the mission where you meet Jack again, so that did more than you said. I still like that game.
That's like one of my favorites.
Yeah, I did. That mission's really, really great. It was like probably if you only have Jack. I can't imagine how that would be without it, and I wouldn't want to see it because like I don't want to expose myself to shit like that.
Yeah, I don't want to think of a world without Jack in that game. It's just fucked up.
Exactly. It's like I said, I played through those games like I don't know how many times now, maybe like 20 times. But it's like I don't change my decisions. I don't like to game my games. It's a weird, but I just don't. And that's one series. I just can't do it. Every decision has to be the same. I'll get with Yara in Mass Effect 1, and then I'll get with Tali in Mass Effect 2. Then I have to break over Yara and the Shadow Broker thing, and then I have to break over Yara again. I get back with Tali in Mass Effect 3, and all that stuff. So I still love that game, despite my complaints about it. And other than that, I got Plants vs. Zombies too, and I didn't play too much of it. I just played the tutorial, so far. Yeah, it's Plants vs Zombies, and yeah, that's a good time waster. I'll definitely be playing more of that game next time I get a chance.
Are the microtransactions bad?
I haven't seen it so far. Like I said, I just did the tutorial, but from what Harold told me, he said they don't intrude too much. But other than that, I'm digging it so far. Hopefully, the free to play stuff, because like this is probably like the first free to play game I played since Jetpack Joyride on my feed, and that wasn't anything intruding whatsoever. So I'm hoping it's like pretty much that same mod where it doesn't like, hey, you can't get past this part unless you give me money. So I'll be dumb and I'll throw away the game. After that, I will totally do that. But other than that, other than that, that's everything I've been playing.
Cool. Joe, you played Call
What's
of
up,
Duty
guys?
multiplayer. Yeah. Hey, welcome back.
Oh my god.
Murder me! Ah!
Oh my god. Did anyone else see that tweet?
I did not.
Oh man. It's pretty good.
Is it one of Jeff's tweets?
Nope. Navashin asked me if I was happy I got on this podcast, and I sent him a link to a Giant Bomb YouTube clip.
It was the Connected Answers one.
Okay.
I'll put the link in the chat, and then I'll talk about Call of Duty. Everyone else can watch it.
I watched the video of Jeff Grossman falling off of the
Falling
stairs.
off the railing was the stale.
Yeah.
Oh! He said I was like later on that day, he's like, I'm bleeding.
Alright guys, I've been playing quite a few games. We got me and Alex.
Joe and I streamed.
Yeah, we took time, got some stream set up.
The Alex and Joe show.
A little BioShock Infinite, and then we played some Dead Space earlier today.
Yep, that was fun.
Yeah, it was pretty good. We had quite a crowd.
I wonder who's in that.
On Twitch.
The first Dead Space?
Yeah, first Dead Space.
I saw that.
Stream looked pretty good, didn't it, Tony?
Yeah, it was not too bad.
It was a very sexy stream.
I had to figure out who was actually the one that was playing for a while, but
Really?
no,
Did I look like I was doing anything?
you looked like I don't know, like it looked like either of you two could have been the one playing.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like a minute behind.
I saw that, like, the reason why I figured it out is because Joe left some of the Skype window in this shot. So that's how I found out.
That's how XSplit pulls the Skype.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like that wasn't quite my option. So we played that, right? BioShock Infinite, that combat is still really good.
Yep, I agree.
I know it's better than it has any right to be. Kind of like the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Dead Space pretty good too.
Yeah, that game still looks really good. You and I agree.
No matter what the naysayers in the stream said. This game looks terrible. Whatever.
Looking at you, kid.
Yeah, you don't know what games are.
Yeah, full of shit. Yeah, I'm excited to play more of that. That was fun.
Yeah, maybe we'll play some more of that afterwards.
I can't, but you should play it with one of these kids.
Oh Jesus! Why? What are you doing?
I'm hanging out with my roommate.
No, I mean Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan. Yeah. No.
All right.
Joke will never end. Just keep going. Once he plays video games for 25 hours with us on Extra Life, I think I'll just refer to him solely as Ethan.
Yeah, we still have to figure out who's gonna get us food for Extra Life if he's playing games.
We're gonna make Evan do it.
Okay.
We'll make Justin do it.
No, I don't know. I'll get lost. Why would you want that?
Because that's exactly what I want.
Then you'll starve.
I'll play Don't Starve for 25 hours.
That's a good game, man.
That is a good game.
It's a pretty good game. I agree.
So we got that set up, right? Stream's going well. Besides that, I went to California, guys.
Yes, you played Call of Duty.
I played Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer.
So tell me about Call of Duty.
Ask me anything.
Was there a lot of ghosts?
0 ghosts.
Let Evan ask him a bunch of questions.
Lots of dogs.
Evan, what questions do you have?
I don't have any.
Really?
Evan, this is your thing.
This is like you suck all of the dick for this. This is what you do.
I thought, as professional podcasters, you guys would have been prepared.
I mean, I have tons of questions. So,
Right,
tell me about this dog perk kill streak thing.
Dog perk. His dog's name is Riley.
Yes, I know.
All right. Oh, Riley's the big star.
You in your
You'll
preview,
forever be Caller Duty in my heart.
Oh my god! In your preview, you wrote that Riley was the greatest addition to Ghosts.
Yeah. I mean, he's a dog.
What's his ID number? Did you look in his ear?
What?
The ID number that's in his ear. Did you look in it? Did you find out what his number is?
I zoomed all the way in there, and he stood still, and
I bet he did.
He didn't lick his balls. This doesn't sound
several
realistic.
occasions. I had to get onto him.
How does it look? How does it look?
Man, it looks exactly what you think Call of Duty would look like if Call of Duty looked a bit better.
So a bit better.
Yeah.
And it's 1080p 60.
I guess. I mean, we were playing on PC. That's what it was running at.
Yeah. Alright. I'm sure it'll run at that fine on console.
I don't know. Infinity Ward has already come out and said that PC will have better textures
Oh fuck.
than what the Xbox One and PS4 will have. So take that.
All right. So now,
Console
seriously,
people.
tell me about this dog kill streak.
All right, man. You get 5 kills,
Mm-hmm.
and you summon Riley.
You son. You like create a transmutation circle and create Riley out of alchemy.
Well, and you know what? I don't want to give he who shall not be named any type of benefit.
Sorry, I've been watching
summoning.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
So we will we'll transfer your reference to a certain anime, which is not as good as another certain anime that may or may not have been a remake. And we'll transfer this reference to Final Fantasy.
All right.
Riley comes down from the sky riding a horse that people think, I think it's called Odin. I think that's the
Odin.
horse's name.
That is you're correct. No, Odin is the name of the summon. The horse's name is Horse.
Okay. Okay. So basically, the Riley, there's a samurai comes out. They call him Yojimbo. And Riley is one of those dogs.
Okay. Where does the dog actually come from, though? I'm curious.
You whistle, and then he just comes around a corner.
That's fucking dope.
Yep. You do a little dog whistle, and then he's like, oh, it's like, yes, I'm here. He does some dog noises, and then he follows you around. And he growls when people are close. Right, that's pretty good.
Does he attack people for you?
He'll attack people, and even if you die, his life and your life are separate. So you die, and unless someone else kills him, he will just attack them, and then if you respawn, he will run back to you.
Did you have a moment when you were playing multiplayer where you saw someone else's dog kill streak?
I did not see a Michael Vick moment, no.
And you could not bring yourself to kill the dog?
No, I've killed the dog. I didn't see any dog fights,
Fucking
though.
monster. I want to see dog fights in that game.
You know what? I don't think that'll happen.
Probably not. The
Nope.
AI. I feel like they're gonna want to avoid the Michaels. Wow, my words just fell apart.
What?
They're gonna want to avoid the Michael Vick situation. You're right.
Yeah, I know. Michael Vick wanted to avoid the Michael Vick situation, except the part where he was hosting these fights.
Yeah, except for that
He
part.
couldn't.
So you in your preview you mentioned there's over 20 new kill streaks. Well, what are some of them?
I didn't say there were 20 new kill streaks.
You said it's 20 new something. I don't know.
I didn't say 20 new anything.
You said there are new kill streaks.
I said there's a new way they do kill streaks.
Okay, what's the new way they do kill streaks?
They give you 10 points, and then you can put as many kill streaks as you want into these things with
Wow.
different layers of kill streaks costing different points. I think you can get up to 13 points if you remove your sidearm and your grenades.
Okay, so does this share with the perk system?
Yeah, that. Oh, kill streaks. Jesus. Okay, I just described the perk system. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yes.
Kill streaks. No, those are the same. I mean, you got the dog. I don't know what else. Like, instead of doing the smart thing and letting us just play with everything unlocked, I guess there's some stuff they're still wanting to hold back.
Yeah.
So we played with a pretty basic loadout. We did not get to see many of the kill streaks.
I mean, they like to do the SmashBros.com thing of like releasing new stuff every week or whatever.
Yeah, I like I want to preview this game. Let me go ahead and see what you got.
What did you see any other new kill streaks other than the dog?
No.
Okay.
They changed the way UAV works, so it's not this thing that flies around in the sky. It's this little box that you place on the level, and that is your UAV. So it's easier for people to find it, but it also stops people from wanting to like look up and search for the UAV whenever you deploy it.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
All right. Well, you're wrong.
I like that doesn't have that guy who's just immediately destroying all of the UAVs always.
I was that guy,
I know you were.
and now I can't be that guy,
Yeah,
which is okay with me because it seems way more fair.
Is there like a perk that allows you to see where the UAV is on the map?
Probably.
Um,
I wouldn't know. It
Did
sounds
you-
like I really didn't do a lot of work in this preview of it.
yeah. I told you I'd bring the tough questions.
Yeah, man.
So the perk system is basically the pick 10 system from Black Ops 2.
If I remembered the pick 10 system, I would probably agree.
Okay, so the pick 10 system was you have your loadout.
Yep.
And you have 10 points.
Yep.
And that's it. So you can have 2 primary weapons at the cost of more points.
I don't think they give you that option for 2 primary weapons.
Well, the way it worked is you would use a point to get a wild card. And wild cards were things you could spend surplus points on. And that would be like have extra perk number 1, like have a second perk number 1, or have another secondary weapon, or have another primary weapon. And then
Sure.
and it's like basically if you wanted to do the full primary with 1 attachment, secondary with 1 attachment, and 3 perks, and a secondary grenade and a primary grenade, that would cost 10 points, and you could have like a regular loadout. But you could use like wild cards and extra points to like fuck with your class and make it different. So does that sound about right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
It seems
'Cause
about
I really like the pick 10 system. So.
yeah, kind of with a little bit of like a twist, I guess.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cool. There's one other question I had. How's female ladies?
They're exactly the same.
So can you
as
like
dudes.
completely
You
customize
get hit
your
with a
character?
bullet and you make a girl noise instead of a dude noise, and that is it.
Okay. Can you completely customize your character?
Define completely. No, they're customer.
Customers.
Yeah, customer customization. The character customization is pretty thorough. You can go in and mess like with all the segments of armor or your outfit. It's like, legs, torso, helmet, face.
Yeah.
Shoes might be in there. I don't know.
Gotta get those
But
shoe
then
customs.
they have like different parts, and then you can adjust the colors on those different parts.
Mhm.
So it's like they say 20,000, but I mean it is 20,000. I'm not gonna say they're not telling you the truth, but it not nearly as cool as you might hope.
Yeah. Melee has been fixed apparently.
Melee's been nerfed.
Yeah. That's
Depends on what side of the camp you thought Melee was on. You think it was too good or
It's
okay?
Too good. It's too good.
Okay, well then it's fixed for you.
All right.
All right, yeah, man. You like run up and melee dudes, and instead of just hitting them, tapping them with a knife, right? You could maybe like before you could like cut their arm and they're like, oh god, my body, which is touching my arm, and then they would just die. Now it is like you have to like you shove that thing in there hard. And then you get up close, and you're like, "Oh, I got you, motherfucker." He whispers something creepy, maybe, probably not, into his ear, and then hangs out for probably like a second and a half, 2 seconds, and then you just get gunned down by someone else.
So it's kind of like the Battlefield melee.
Yeah, it is. That's what it sounds like.
I'm
Yeah.
real sorry you play Battlefield, man. That sounds like shit.
You get
No,
up close and personal, and then you grab their dog tags and you pull away.
Yeah, it's like there's a full animation to it, which gives you time to be like.
Don't put your
vulnerable.
fingers in your eye like in Killzone or something.
Yeah, no, you
Oh,
don't
God.
fucking punch out their eyes with like in Killzone.
Killzone was like, oh god.
And then there's
Killzone was the thing where I think that Killzone 3 took those screams way too seriously.
Oh
Yeah,
dude, holy
I was like, oh
shit.
my god.
Like, ah! It's like, whoa, this is dark.
Yep. Yeah, so it's like you really have to think if you just want to get up there and melee this dude, or if you should probably just shoot him, because if you melee him, you are probably gonna die too, which doesn't seem like the right fix.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
Did
that,
it still feel?
still feels like Call of Duty, yeah.
Go ahead, Evan.
Never mind. I was gonna say something stupid.
Okay, well, they're no surprise. Does it still feel like Black Ops 2 kind of future-y?
Dude, I don't know.
Like Black Ops 2 had all the
Like I'd really have to play single player to get that idea.
I mean, like the multiplayer.
It's all real weapons.
Weapons, all right.
No weird future stuff. I can't like X-ray through some stuff and see some dudes.
Okay.
But then again, everything wasn't unlocked. Like you might be able to do that.
All right. Cool. I think that sums up. Did you like it?
Yeah. I think some of the cool stuff, interesting stuff they're doing with destructible cover, interesting. Definitely affects how you want to play that level, and it keeps you looking at where you know the destructible environments are, to make sure that some dude is not up there about to fire and hit you in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that event was pretty cool. I saw some dudes talk. There was a bunch of people there. I got
Yeah, they
kind of
actually
drunk.
broadcasted it this year. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got Hirschberg up there
Oh yeah.
swinging the big Activision dick.
Oh yeah. He's got a huge Activision dick.
Yeah, man. If a dick was made of money, his would be longer than all of us.
Yep. Yeah. So, like, did it feel like an actual improvement over Call of Duty, or did it pretty much just feel like?
Does it feel next gen, quote unquote?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I don't think there's any way to make Call of Duty feel next gen without dropping support for 360 and PS3.
How did that Xbox One controller feel?
I think it felt like a cheap third-party controller.
Really?
And then the bumpers were terrible.
Yeah, I've heard not great things about the bumpers. How were the feedback in the analog or in the?
Could not. If it was active, I couldn't tell you, and if it was not, then whatever.
Yep.
You know, I fired some bullets, and that controller shook. It's rumble motors. I don't know.
That thing vibrates. Yeah, I
I
really
mean,
liked it.
dude, that thing is not ever gonna. As long as that game is making money, they are never gonna change anything significantly.
I just, I wanted to know if to you.
They're
a
doing that
player
weird
felt better.
they're doing that weird thing with AI though, where it's like you have your 4 dudes, and like the way Prestige worked is you have 4 dudes, and like each character you make can prestige once, giving you like 4 prestiges or 5 or however many, and then you can take you and like your people that you've created into like battles where it's like you and these dudes versus either another dude and his dudes.
Yeah, and they're supposed
or
to like,
just,
remember your behaviors, right?
I don't know about remembering behaviors, but like you can do that, or you can just fight straight up AI. It's kind of like a weird auto log, like Need for Speed had, where it's like fuck you, motherfucker! I just went in here and fucked your team up. Come try and beat me now.
Yeah.
But Need for Speed was like, I just beat your time. Come on.
Yeah, it's like you have like your
and
characters that
Need
you've
for
made.
Speed was slightly less crass and slightly more European for some reason.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
So
a
it's
little
like you
bit
have
more
your
British.
squad.
Yeah.
It's weird.
So I think that could be cool.
Yeah.
I really hope they're not doing Spec Ops anymore, because that is terrible.
They said there would be co-op, and yeah, I agree. Spec Ops was fucking horrible.
Yeah, no one cares. They just need to learn that Infinity Ward needs to suck it up and just learn how to make a zombies mode.
Yeah, like,
That's what everyone wants. More zombies.
Yep, agreed.
All right, there we go. It's Call of Duty, guys.
Cool. It sounds cool. I might play it at some point. I'm not sure yet.
You know what? I have a feeling I will get it.
Yeah, well, you already have the prestige version of the game apparently. So,
That's true.
hopefully for PS4. But cool.
Here's your Xbox One version. No.
It probably will be. That event was completely paid for by Microsoft. So.
Yep. Microsoft presents.
Yep. Cool. That was Joe's rendition of Call of Duty, brought to you by Joseph Fate.
Thanks, Joe Fate.
We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna talk about some news. Not much news to talk about, but there's some. And then we'll probably jump into new releases, do some emails, and throw it out. So we'll be back in just a little bit, guys.
Alright, I'm gonna go grab something to drink real quick.
I'm gonna fill up my water and pee. Pee very wet. Wet urine.
Whew.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm an abomination. Ugh.
Boo! Um,
All right.
Special guest appearance is coming soon.
I got a feeling. hbombandfriends.libsyn.com
what is H-Bomb and Friends? Tell me.
is Harold recording podcasts with friends.
That's it.
Greg
But
and I were on. Greg and I were on that first inaugural show.
I heard.
It was fun. I was fucking tired out of my mind.
Sounds like you on a normal day.
Yeah, it was a lot like that. A lot like yesterday. You know. I said really offensive shit, so.
Who the fuck is drinking that? Jesus Christ.
That was Evan.
Sorry.
He was fully just erecting into that.
He was.
Evan, I hope you're not breathing into your mic like you were for the entirety of the Greg Miller segment last week.
I think I was doing that.
You were. Audio file.
If I am picking it up, so.
Yeah.
That plush doll.
You're,
This is the special guest.
you're a really sad human being. I
No.
know you know it. So
No, mine.
Is that
it
the
makes-
guest?
That's the special guest.
It makes
Aww.
it makes it more acceptable, but you're still, I gotta be real with you. Very
What?
sad.
Hey, I'm sorry. I had to buy. As soon as I saw it, I had to buy it.
You're
What?
sad because you didn't get me the Resay one. So
It was not. Actually, I didn't see one.
Okay. It's because they all sold out. I mean,
Sure.
what you gonna do? Can't win them all. I'll have to special order mine on Etsy.
If there is even one.
There is one. I'll find.
I was gonna say, yeah, 'cause this is a Persona 4 animation one, so I don't know.
It's yours. Oh man, that
Right.
was way terrifying than I thought it was going to be.
What?
Nothing.
Uh huh. You thought the special guest was gonna be like
no,
a dick
no,
and just whip it out?
I Google searched something and I got a result that
What did you Google search?
I do not know.
I want to know. Tell me.
There is a
You
recent
tur-
one. It's pretty adorable.
I was gonna say, is safe search off?
No, it was off, but it was not like graphic. It was just way creepier than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, it's funny because Mr. Nep sent me like 2 pictures.
Yeah, no,
Naruto.
I saw them because I was fucking added inside of them. I'm like, Nep, why the fuck am I part of this?
It's because Naruto's Master Race.
It doesn't even make sense.
It's like PC Master Race.
Sweetie,
Does make
swooty.
Oh
Look at
god,
that booty.
that is like the best thing ever.
It is the best picture in the world.
I don't even know what Swiggity Swooty is from.
Nope. Or that awkward picture of that dough.
It's that little baby tear.
All right.
I'll copy image URL. Hey guys, I'm putting a link in the chat. Check it out.
Is this the Swiggity Swooty?
Yeah, it is Swiggity Swooty.
The fuck?
When Joe decided that he was coming to Extra Life, that is the picture he sent me.
Nice.
It's such a fucking amazing picture. Swiggity Swooty, I'm coming for that booty.
Yeah, man. You have to.
All right, you guys ready?
No.
All right, get your bodies ready.
Oh god,
What,
this is
Ethan? We're almost. Are you naked?
I feel like that's a question you have to ask way too much.
He was actually naked that time. All right. News in gaming. Let's talk about the news in the video games. Peoples.
Video
what's up?
games.
Yeah, video games. We play those. Video games, as I would say. Right now, Machine? It's been
No.
months now.
No.
Yeah. Alright, fuck off over there. GTA Online was revealed. Anybody excited?
it looked interesting.
Yeah, you
It's
had
cool.
told me yourself that it was like, hey, that actually got me a little hype for it.
Yeah, that looks like what old Grand Theft Auto was, which was good Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, the online mode has some kind of cooperative mission structure, which is cool. That's probably what GTA Online mode needed. You can actually they're like NPC characters that provide missions for you and your friends. It's up to 16 people, and they say there's some kind of like persistence. I don't know how that's gonna work out. I don't know if you like make a server and then kind of work with that, but the trailer showed a lot of gameplay, but didn't really tell us how any of it worked. So, yeah, it looks cool.
Just to get the game and surprised.
I guess I don't know if Grace watched it. He's been kind of going blackout. I'm curious what he thinks. Justin, are you a fan of Grand Theft Auto?
Yes, I like them, except for 4.
Good man.
Yep.
Yeah.
My heart.
What confused me about this trailer, and then I forget where I saw it, but they were talking about the trailer and all the things that they seem like you could do in it, like playing sports and all that stuff, and I'm like, now the real question is, can you actually play all those sports and in
I'm
that
pretty sure
online
you
world?
Yeah.
Because they were like showing tennis, golf, like
I mean,
some other crazy
They
things. I'm
showed
like,
golf, and it kind of looked like Hot Shots golf, and I'm like, that actually looks pretty fun.
Hot Shots is really good golf.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you can definitely do that. I mean, like they said, you can play sports in the single player, so it would make sense if you could bring that over.
yeah, so let's hope.
Yeah, sports together.
Are you sure you can? Because you could do that kind of stuff with Red Dead Redemption. I played poker, like that stuff you could do in a player game. You can do in the online game, so.
It's all about
Yeah, but
bringing
that
that
was-
seamlessly over, too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that world was not that like
Interesting.
city-based like Grand Theft Auto is, so that's a lot of stuff. Like, if you can literally do everything in there, like play every sport, like drive every car, jump off every building and all that stuff, then props to them, because that's really big, especially how big that map looked like.
Yeah, the map is huge, and it has like a bunch of different sections to it. Like there's kind of like.
Did you get the release date, Alex?
Of what?
The online?
The online? Is it not coming out with GTA 5?
It's coming out, but 2 weeks afterwards.
Really? I did not see that.
It's free for anyone who has the game, is what they said. So you would assume that they might sell it separately as well for a price, but that's pretty much how they said. Like it says, they calling it like they say GTA Online as a product. I guess like a separate product on itself.
Metal Gear Online,
And
yeah,
you get it for free if you buy Grand Theft Auto. And you can get it for free when you buy Grand Theft Auto 5, but I don't know. I guess it'll be something separate. They haven't revealed any details about that, so.
That's weird.
But everybody get it, but you can't get online until 2 weeks later, so that's kind of just the weird thing. People are saying that when the PC version will release, but whatever. That matters.
Yeah. I mean, like, I talked about this with Damien, obviously infamous on the podcast. He's a huge GTA fan. And he was like, yeah, it looks really awesome. Looks like I spent a lot of time in it. I'm like, yeah, but I just feel like I wouldn't have anybody to play with. I don't know how this weird persistence is going to work. I mean, is it going to be like a Minecraft server? Hey, is it going to be like a world that you can have set friends into? You can like create your Los Santos, and then you can set who has access to your Los Santos, and then you guys can have like a persistent online server for that. But that sounds like too complicated and too expensive to make work. So the persistence idea that they're touting, I'm just curious how that's going to work. Speaking of other trailers released, 12 minutes of Dying Light gameplay.
Oh my god.
It looks
That
real
I did
hot.
not see.
Oh, that looks so good.
All I know is pre-alpha, but I heard really good stuff from it.
Just graphically, it's gorgeous. It is really, the lighting is really, really good. Which I would expect.
I was
from a
supposed to
game
be
called
dying.
Dying Light. And yeah, it's like, for me, I've never played Dead Island. It looks a lot like Dead Island, and having never, jumped in and gotten that experience yet, I'm real excited for this game. It's real impressive, and it's like they showed, it's kind of like randomly generated side quests can happen. They showed like when he was running to the food drop, what would happen was he heard screaming in a building, and he ran in and and he found like a little girl whose parent had gotten infected, and he was like, I want to help you. And the lady on the radio is like, you gotta get to the drop, I'll come help this girl. So it's like random side quests like that. And then when the sun sets, which did you kind of like think he was gonna give a feel of like a 10-minute for like each cycle, Joe, when you watch that?
No, I kind of just felt like they started it near the end. I don't know. I think a 10-minute day and night cycle would be kind of terrible.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be that good.
No.
I'm curious how the time is going to look on that. But the sunset after he got to like the supply drop and got this medicine that he needed, and then like the whole just gameplay shifted to very survival horror. It's very tense. You have like this night vision, not like night vision, but it was like night awareness or whatever. I forgot what they called it. It was dumb. It was
Detective mode.
Detective mode. And it was basically you kind of like sent out a pulse, and these specific kinds of infected, which are like super infected, that come out during the night. You can
Survival
see
instincts.
Survival instincts. A deadly premonition.
Actually, Tomb Raider. Whatever.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know what I meant. But you could like see
Sure.
them glowing as red, and so you could like avoid them. And yeah,
I was gonna say, this looks like Mirror's Edge, but with zombies.
yeah, it's kind of got that really parkour aspect to it.
It looks like if Dead Rising was better.
Yes, and in first person.
Dead Rising.
It is
Dead
in
Rising,
person.
I meant
Oh,
Dead
it does.
Dead
Yeah.
Island.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
there we go.
I knew what Joe meant.
Gotcha.
Someone did. Alex did not.
Excuse me for taking what you said as literal.
Be a better host.
I'm so bad at this. Yeah,
Just
Joe and I talked
get in
about
my
it
brain
during our stream earlier.
and in my pants.
And pants.
Always
November 2nd.
pants.
It looks hot. I'm excited. People were saying that was a really good demo at E3. I believe this is what they saw. So, Call of Duty Ghosts was revealed. Your
bring over cross stats.
yeah, you can
Buy
carry
the game
over
and,
your
and trade in for a cheaper price
you
when
can-
the console somehow. So
you can carry over your everything that you've done in your current gen console into the next gen. So
Which is a pretty big relief for people.
that's a fucking smart idea. Like holy shit.
Especially considering that it's going to come out after the regular release, because those consoles aren't probably going to come out until November.
Yep.
And it's like you can bring your gamer tag over to a friend's house and log in and have all of your stuff.
Gamer tag.
Gamer
Oh.
tag. So that's cool too. That's just having that persistent to your account is smart. I'm surprised they hadn't done it yet. If they could, so that's pretty much it.
Battlefield 4 put out a post like an hour later saying, "Hey, we could do that too on the PlayStation blog." So
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
funny.
It's been like this weird thing of like somebody says something first, then the other person says the exact same thing. Whether it be Battlefield says something first or Call of Duty says something first. So
Well, Battlefield lets you transfer over your premium membership now too.
oh, okay.
But can you play as a female? Oh snap!
See, they're gonna announce
I
that
don't
in a
know.
week.
I honestly don't know.
Why would you want to play as a female? Come on.
Oh my god. All right, Evan is laying it down. Why would you want to play as a female? I don't know, Evan. If you were a female gamer and wanted to play as a female as well.
If you're Vitamin Amy and likes to play those type of games,
Yeah.
you want to play a girl. I'm just saying.
Here, let me drop some knowledge on you, Evan. Girls play video games. I know. Really weird. But happens. The Xbox One was delayed in 8 markets. Which, if you were worried that one of them was America, stop it.
You're stupid.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that. But yes.
I'll say it. Shit.
The countries affected were Belgium, Denmark, Finland, the Netherlands, Norway, Russia, Sweden, and Switzerland.
Quietly
I
in
wonder
another
how-
room, Sony was going, ah.
I wonder how big of a market Russia is. Just consider how big the country is.
I mean, you gotta get that Putin market.
Gotta get Vlad in on your action. From what I understand, it's a pretty significant chunk. I mean, like the UK is the biggest European market for video games, from what I understand.
That is true.
Oh, you
Yeah.
don't say the UK biggest European market.
For video games, not for everything.
You don't say.
I'm not ignorant. I'm not Evan. I mean, what? It's that's just like Sony is just laughing. Exactly, Joe. They already want Europe. That's already where they're dominating, and now they're just going to steal that at launch.
I'll show you a picture of what they're like. Just give me like 5 seconds.
All right, all these pictures on this.
What
podcast.
Casrai is like.
All really need to be say about it is like you're in those countries that kind of sucks. And it's just like I don't know. It's just kind of a weird thing because I'm thinking it's because of all the changes that they had to make. Maybe is why this is happening.
Mm-hmm. I mean, their response was it will be available in those countries as soon as possible in 2014. Is the quote.
I'm not saying it seems like maybe because they had to change their infrastructure so much that maybe that's affecting their business with those other countries and how they might have had plans with before and now they have to kind of like rework them or something like that. At least that's what I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Because it was they seemed like they were ready to go. I mean, they said it in their reveal event that they're going to do that. So this whole changing of everything will probably put a break in their gears a little bit.
Yeah,
and we did.
Go ahead.
Keep going. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It could be also related to the strict change in policies as well. I mean, there could be they have to put out a different version of the software for the European version of the consoles, and that could just be not as high a priority to recode that software. Because it's in a different language, so it's going to be in a different code, in a different like bundle of software. So they're probably those original markets are probably taking priority over them. So it could be something like that. Again, I don't know for sure, but it could be something as simple as that.
We're here with insider Alex O'Neill.
Yeah, I just know all the secrets.
Yep.
And then and we did talk about this last week, but any thoughts about the not having Connect being bundled, not being bundled, not being required anymore? Just go with it. I think it's a good thing that they did it, but it really just shows that whatever vision that they had before is completely gone. If they're just like just switching to everything to please everybody, which is sad because it's just to the point now. Yeah, it's just pretty much to the point. I was like, Jesus Christ, you might as well just stuck to your guns because it just seems like more trouble than what it's worth. Because now everybody thinks you're like a weak company now just because you just like bowing down to what everybody wants. So it's kind of like how
at least
it's kind of exactly how exactly. And it's kind of just like how how BioWare changed the ending to Mass Effect 3. It's nothing. It's what people wanted, but it's not really what they wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just dumb.
Yeah, it's just like it's submissive, You have to at least let, and it's not like the consumer's gonna think, oh, they'll do whatever I want. It's just the consumer will think that they're a company that doesn't know what direction it's going in, and that's not good. The consumer should.
I mean, it's not like they were purposely trying to crash and burn their whole company. They had a plan. You had to wait out for it, and they weren't too clear about it, which is pretty much their fault. But still, it's one of those things.
Yeah, it's just like consumers that are looking at a product, like an intelligent consumer that is looking at all of the angles, like someone that does their research. Basically, is they're going to see all this and they're going to be like, why did they go and change all this? That that seems weird. It feels like they could flip flop at any time. And that's not good for me. And it's just like backing down on all these policies just doesn't look good from any perspective.
And just like they said in Giant Bomb, like if you're going to like not make the Connect required anymore, then you just need to not have it in the box, or at least have people will feel like you might as well not even have it in the box anymore, and just make it $100 less so I can have it.
Make it cheaper so more people can buy it. So it just doesn't make sense anymore. And it's like now that you don't need the Connect, nobody's going to use it again. That's what.
Yeah.
Like I was anticipating having it plugged in, so I would always have that option. But now I'm probably just gonna have it sit in my closet collecting dust. So.
Yep.
So. Amnesia: A Machine for Pigs. Just a quick story coming out in September. I'm very excited. So, they originally said it was coming out at the end of the summer. Now it's September. I don't know if it'll get delayed again. Hopefully not. And then
we've been good this year as far as delays. Like there hasn't been that many.
It's been better. Like BioShock hit its date. The Last of Us got delayed 2 weeks.
Games.
It was past gen games. Nabshin, what's up with this Persona story? You know more about it than I do.
This pretty much in arcades in Japan, like they do this all the time, where they just like do an upgrade to one of their fighting games. Mm-hmm. And right now, in Persona 4 Arena, in arcades in Japan, they have they added Junpei and God, I forgot her name already. Yukari. There you go. Yes, thank you. Mm-hmm. They added in the shadow versions of everybody into the Persona 4 Arena. So that pretty much gives a good indication that they'll probably do like an updated version of Persona Arena. And because our system works, it'll just be like pretty much the same story with like just a couple extra cutscenes with a couple new characters, and they'll just give it out for about a discounted price, probably like $40. So you probably expect to see that maybe next year. But like I wanted to Phil Kohler on this online. He was excited for it, and I'm excited too. Obviously, we're just kind of like our system works, so I guess pretty much it'll be the same game. You with two new characters, the only new thing. He's like, yeah, pretty much. I'm still excited. So there you go.
Yeah, it's cool.
More Persona.
Yeah, I haven't picked up the game yet. So this would be good for me. So yeah, it's cool. More stuff. Humble Origin bundle is available now. Go fucking buy that thing.
I didn't aren't screwed me over.
Yeah, I was like, are they having problems right now? Or I heard that somewhere.
I tried to bring up the redeem code thing on Origin, and it just would not ever load ever. So
Yeah.
I haven't redeemed any of my
Yeah,
codes yet.
I did it online.
Worked pretty well for me.
I tried to do it online. That wouldn't work either.
It
It's
worked
probably
for me, and then
Go ahead.
Sorry.
It's probably fine now. I was just gonna say. It's a great deal. It's Dead Space 1 and 3, Burnout Paradise, the Ultimate Box, Crisis 2.
Why not 2?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I would have taken 2 over Burnout.
Yeah, me too. Crisis 2 Maximum Edition,
Burnout's really fun though.
Mirror's Edge, Medal of Honor, the 2011 game, or 2010. I think it's actually 2010.
Oh, you should pay me to get that game.
Yeah, right. Battlefield 3 and Sims 3 plus all of the starter pack DLC if you pay over the average.
Average is pretty cheap.
The average is
Yeah,
currently 482. It was 446 when I bought it. So there you go. All of the money is going to charity. 100%.
Is it all, or does some of it go to the Humble Bundle guys?
100%.
Oh, okay.
And it's a human rights campaign, WotC, American Red Cross, San Francisco AIDS Foundation, and American Cancer Society. So if you were curious what specific charities. Also, the soundtracks you get, as you know, you always get soundtracks with it, are the Battlefield 3 and Sims 3 soundtracks. So
The two soundtracks you most definitely want.
Yep. So there you go. And when you there is a humble tip. You're right, Joe. There's a little bit of humble bundle tip for you.
Yeah, it is about the Humble tip.
But no money is going to EA.
Oh
Just the tip.
God.
Just the tip. That goes for you guys.
I think that's
It didn't need to be
for a show
said.
title.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Tony, do the EPDs. Just got fired.
Wanna.
I'll do the EPDs.
All right.
Do
from
the
bottom
EPDs,
up,
Evan.
Evan.
All right, let me get it open real quick.
Wow. Okay. Jeez. Let's start. The Nintendo 3DS saw a 14% year-over-year increase in sales.
Right.
While the industry as a whole is on a decline, the 3DS isn't. So there you go. And it's been on a year-over-year increase for 3 months straight now. Which
You're
is
making
awesome.
a profit off that, right? Even though,
Yes.
because I'm okay. I'm just making sure.
They are now. I think when they originally cut the price, they weren't. But the XL, which
Yeah,
is
that
the
kind
one
of screwed them over for a while.
Yeah, the XL, which is the one that's selling more, is making a profit. I
Okay,
don't know
cool.
about the OG 3DS, but who the fuck is buying that?
Brett Shoemaker.
Fresh. Oh, fresh. Get out of here. Accessories are doing real well, apparently.
What accessories do you buy for that thing?
No, accessories in general.
Okay.
Third parties are seeing
The Connect. Oh, no.
third parties are seeing the least decrease. So they are still making a decent amount of money. And software is $210.1 million was spent on physical games and software in July. So, Evan, you ready?
Almost. My computer's going really slow.
It take this long for you to load one web page?
Sometimes, yeah.
Wow.
To date, Animal Crossing New Leaf has sold over 660,000 units at both digital and retail, while Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon inches closer to 1 million with 820,000 units with combined digital and retail sales. And NCAA Football 14 was the best-selling game of July.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. I know that's a big surprise, everybody. It's football month, so guess what? Football games are coming out. Evan, are you ready now? If
Yes,
not-
I am.
Okay, start from the bottom up.
All right, number 10, we have Lego Batman 2, DC Superheroes.
Good game.
Why is that still
Uh,
selling?
I have no idea, but number 9 we have
Good game.
Number 9 we have
Because it got
NBA 2K13. Number 8 we have Injustice: Gods Among Us.
Yeah.
That game's still selling.
That
But
game's awesome.
At number 7 we have Battlefield 3.
Yep.
At number 6 we have Far Cry 3.
Which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
At number 5 we have Animal Crossing: New Leaf. At number 4 we have Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Why the fuck is that still selling?
I have no idea.
That game always
Call
sells.
of
It will
Duty.
sell until Ghost comes out.
And then people will be like, "Woo, yay! I got Ghost, and now I'm gonna sell this and get $5 back."
At number 3 we have The Last of
Thank you for enjoying that.
At number 2 we have Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition.
Mm-hmm.
And at number 1 we have NCAA Football 14.
Smartest thing Sony did was release The Last of Us in the summer where nothing's out right now.
Yeah, no, so The Last of Us is well over 1 million sales in just the U.S. alone.
Too bad it never worked for Infamous, though.
Yeah, like Infamous 2 was prime.
Or any Sony franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it a lot of people question whether critical response has anything to do with, like sales. I think Last of Us proved that it does 100%. So, there you go.
But you know, like I'm thinking about this because like usually with MPDs with Sony exclusive, it's like they'll be there for the first month, but then they'll just completely disappear from like the top 10. Like after that, I know Uncharted done that like a couple of times, especially Uncharted 2. I remember that. Like, oh my god, it's number 1. Next month was completely off the 10. I only think it was even in top 20 or something like that. It was weird. But it was nice to see that Last of Us made it twice so far.
Yeah, there's like a really high attachment rate for that multiplayer. So I think that's helping it stick through, which is awesome. I really enjoy the multiplayer. So, cool. Evan, Harold wants you to tell him what he wants, what he really, really wants. It's
No
a direct
break?
quote. No break.
All right, Harold, I'm going to tell you what you want, what you really, really want. This past week on PSN, we have DuckTales Remastered for $15.
Mm-hmm.
We have Mars Warlogs for $15. Thunderwolves for $10.
That's just a really bad name. I'm sorry.
It is a pretty bad name.
This past week on XBLA, we have Charlie Murder for 800 Spacebucks.
Which looks cool.
For this past week on Nintendo, where we have for the Wii U, we have Galaga, which is a great game by the way, for $5.
It is a great game.
Why is a terrible game for $5?
For $5.
We have Barbie Groom and Glam Pups for $30.
Game of the year.
What?
That is a horrible name for a game.
Game of the year.
Yeah, no. My Western Horse 3D is $30. 10-1 Arcade Collection for $3. Heavy Fire Black Arms 3D for $5. Donkey Kong for $5. Is that Donkey Kong? That
Donkey Kong. You saw through Joe's little guys.
I have no idea what this next game is. For $18.
That's expensive.
I believe it's Holy Hell, I Just Hurt My Back, I May Have Fallen in the Shower.
I don't believe that's.
All right, I'll be right there, Alex. I'll help you.
I think that's the real name, but whatever. We have Saints Row 4.
Wait, what are we in,
This-
Evan?
The week of August 20th, 2013. We have Saints Row 4 for the PS3, 360, and PC. We have Splinter Cell for the PS3, 360, PC, and Wii U.
Black
We have
Fist.
Disney. We have Disney Infinite for all systems. The Bureau XCOM Declassified for the PS3, 360, PC. DuckTales
Disney
Remastered for the PS3.
Infinity.
I said that, didn't I?
You said Infinite.
Telltale's The Walking Fred for the Vita.
Got him!
Too tired at the moment.
Yes! Picks and craps! I told you, Joe, that Holy Hell, I Just Hurt My Back, I May Have Fallen in the Shower was too much.
Guys, that was my first attempt at a wholly created game. That was not a mix of any other title. I just kind of made it up. It went a little too long.
Evan,
Yeah.
picks and crap.
My pick was Galaga.
Okay.
My crap would have to be
Holy hell. I
Barbie
just tripped my-
Room and Glam Pups.
Okay. Yeah, it does look like a horrible game. I'm going to pick the Bureau, XCOM Declassified. I might pick that game up. I'm not sure. I'm really looking forward to it. But I also hear Disney Infinity.
Before we're
Pretty good.
Pikmin 3? I'm joking. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fucking let it go, Nabashin. Crap. I'm going to say Donkey Kong. Mr. Joseph Fate.
Well, I'll pick Bureau.
Okay.
I'll
Really, over
also...
Saints Row 4?
Oh shit! Yeah, that comes out. No, Saints Row.
I was about to
Picking
say.
Saints Row. Sorry. I thought that was so obvious that I'd just go with second best.
Mhm.
My crap is gonna be Galaga.
Okay. Just to spite Evan.
Yep.
Tony.
Yo, my pick is Saints Row 4.
I thought you were talking this episode.
I was. I talked about Tales of Graces.
And then
You
continued.
the boss. Fuck you.
He wasted all his energy talking about Tales of Grace.
I did. I'm really tired. And my crap is Thunderwolves.
Tony is the Ryan Scott of this fucking podcast.
That is not true.
I
will not pull the tragedy lever like he did.
No. No, you won't. Oh, my.
Good that you're cool, Ryan.
Yeah, there you go. Cool Ryan Scott.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I aspire to be cool Ryan Scott.
No one can quite reach the real level of cool Ryan Scott. To be
I think
fair.
everyone really wants to be Ryan Scott's dad,
Oh, yeah.
My deadbeat son.
which is by far the best.
Justin.
Pick is going to be Disney Infinity. I'm actually really hyped for that, especially
It's
since
really good.
all the stupid Skylanders spin-off stuff now. That got a little ridiculous. But it looks like
What were
there's
you
this-
and Jeff Better Tomorrow was talking about as far as like I heard something about like a version 2 or something like that? Or series 2?
They're power discs. Little items that you get that will power up or get new backgrounds and themes to your levels.
Yeah.
Those are coming in like different series, which will have different power discs in each pack.
Okay.
So he was talking about a Scrooge McDuck one, which I don't think is coming in the first series, so I have to wait for that one. But I'm not sure. I was even surprised when he said that. But
Okay, cool.
and then crap will be My Western Horse 3D because you got Red Dead Redemption for that.
That's true. That fucking horse ass is a real good horse ass. Tell you what. Nabashin.
You know, Horse Simulator.
Yep.
What? My pick will probably be not everything, probably DuckTales Remastered. Cause like I said, I might be giving the game next week on the next week's show. It depends if I go to GameStop this week and buy a retail version of Tales to fucking have a Scrooge McDuck pin. It depends how sad I am. That's why I said that.
You know what? It's a pretty good
It
chance.
depends. Yeah. It depends how sad I am. And my crap will be Thunderwolves. I don't know. Sure.
Thunderwolf. Cool. Seems good. That's everybody, right? I didn't miss anyone. I said
No.
zero.
You forgot.
Scott, no. Fuck. We have emails. Nep says, "Hi, Irrational Passions crew. This is Mr. Nep. This time with a regular email rather than last week's exception, where he sent me a text message. Anyway, this week I wanted to ask about your backlogs. Everyone has one, so I wanted to know a few. Wow, I'm just bad at reading today. A few of your more embarrassing backlog games. Basically, just mention a few games that are in your backlog that you're embarrassed to haven't started and or finished.
I could have sworn he asked this question before.
I don't know. I can't say. To make you feel better, I'll list some of the stuff I haven't started. Nep, to be fair, having seen his backlog, I just want to say he has not unwrapped a lot of video games. Sonic Adventure 2, the entire Ratchet and Clank series, the entire Sly Cooper series, Lost Odyssey, Xenoblade, Skies of Arcadia, The Legend of Zelda. I own each and every single one of those, but I haven't even started them. So now I've broken the ice. Hopefully you won't feel as bad about what is in your backlog. That's all I got, Mr. Nap Out. Like every Humble Bundle game ever on Steam. Like, is that an okay answer? Yeah, Joe's showing his Steam library. Right
Yeah,
now.
I was gonna say Steam. Just
Every
Steam.
uninstalled game ever on Steam. I'll pull up my backlog. Nabashin, what you got?
More specifically, said in Steam. I'll probably just say Half-Life 2 is one of those ones I really wanted to do before Half-Life 3 comes out, so I'll have plenty of time to do that. But I'm just saying, I still want to just go through Half-Life 2 because I was enjoying it. The little bit I played of it, because I have the orange box for the 360, and I really want to just experience that for myself to see how that's like. And other than that, I have Yakuza 4 that I bought like day one, and I played like the first 2 hours of that game, and I haven't played any more of it, which really makes me sad because I love the fuck out of Yakuza 3, but I just didn't really like. No, it's not like I just never really got back to Yakuza 4, and it makes me sad. But those are my two really big ones. Other than like the HD of Tommy, yeah, that's one, and the HD version of Zone of the Ender 2 Second Runner. I still have not beat that game, and yet it's one of my favorite games ever. So it's weird.
Yeah. I have a lot. 3D Dot Game Heroes. Holy shit.
I beat that game.
Really? Is it good?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. I'm really pissed off though because I didn't get the ending that I wanted, and like when I realized I messed up, I could go back to it. So I got really mad and I beat the game. I was like, I'm not playing this game ever again. But yeah, I still have it though.
Yeah, I
really good game. You should beat it.
Yeah, like I really want to go back to it. I can
make sure you get all the fairies beforehand.
Okay, I will make sure I do that. Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, which I've had since the Wii came out. I have never beaten that game. Which is I really like that game. I just have never beaten it. Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, the DS Fire Emblem, which is a remake of the first one, and Fire Emblem Awakening. Sitting on there. Although if I play any of them, I'm going to play Awakening. Torchlight 2, I barely touched that game. Let's see. Zelda 2, that's the one that's gonna haunt me until I'm dead.
Ugh.
I'm on the last dungeon, and I will never beat that game. I'm convinced I will never beat that game, but I will always keep trying.
You didn't even go get Shadowlink yet?
No, I haven't gotten through the dungeon alive to get to Shadowlink, which haunts me. Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen, and Dragon's Crown are both haunting me right now. Those are probably at the top of my list. Let's see. I haven't really played Dance Central 3 either, which I feel bad about. Zombie U. Scribblenauts Unlimited. I have a long list. It just goes on.
You should stop there.
Yeah, it's I have a lot of things that I haven't finished that I would like to. Enslaved, another one.
That's a good game.
Yeah, I know.
Indeed.
So yeah, it's a lengthy list. I know. Like I recently went back to like Tales of Graces, which I've been putting off since last year, and stuff. So I'll get to some of these. What about you, Justin?
Well, you just mentioned one, so I'm working on it now, Tales of Graces. I feel really bad about this one, but then again, how many RPGs did I just mention right now? But Ni no Kuni, I still haven't beaten. And I really, really want to get back to it.
Yeah.
But with Tales of Graces and Zillia and all that other stuff, it's kind of hard.
I would say Zillia is a better game than Ni no Kuni. So.
Well, I was going to play Tales of Zillia first anyways, so
Yep.
just going to keep pushing away Ni no Kuni.
I'm telling you,
What about
actually,
Graces F, Alex?
I don't know. I would say they're actually pretty comparable. Ni no Kuni and Graces F.
That was a joke anyway, so don't go.
Oh, there you go. You got a serious answer for your dumb joke. Enjoy your life.
My grandmother died, you asshole.
I'm sorry! Wow! Pull the fucking guilt lever, you fucking monster. Jesus Christ.
That made me better, but thank you.
Alright.
Good God.
But
Any big ones stick out, Justin?
XCOM.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm way behind on that one. And I guess personally for me, Tomb Raider. I haven't
Resident Evil
been
Tomb Raider?
Resident Evil Tomb Raider.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Resident Evil Revelations and Tomb Raider, the new one. I
want Resident Raider, where you're just this new dude at a hospital.
That raids residents.
Yeah, it's basically like Scrubs, the video game.
Right. Who
Game
gets to
of the
play
year.
Zach Braff? You do. It's a twist.
I'd play Zach.
I'm not tall enough.
Joe, any
knows.
specific games stick out for you?
You want some specifics?
Mhm.
New Tomb Raider, new Hitman.
Free on PlayStation Plus right now.
I have both of them bought. God, I don't know, man. I haven't finished Alan Wake's American Nightmare yet.
Oh, yeah, I haven't even touched that.
I need to buy that game.
Yeah.
I really probably should play some more Geometry Wars, Hotline Miami.
Splunky. That's finished
yeah.
that one.
I don't care about Splunky as much as you
I
do.
don't care about you.
I know. I gotta finish Rogue Legacy.
Yep.
Probably should play Spec Ops: The Line at some point.
Oh, yeah. Fuck.
I don't know. Probably should finish XCOM: Enemy Unknown.
Yes.
I've got past the point where I don't care about Darksiders 1 or 2 anymore.
Okay.
And you know what? I think that's about it. I finished Bastion not long ago, and that was really all I cared about.
That's a really good game with a really great ending. Evan, any
Yeah.
backlog games that stick out to you other than Guncraft?
Sly Cooper 4.
Oh, yeah. That's fucking eating away at me. And Leighton now.
Leighton.
Are you just like
All the-
feeding him games to play?
No.
To say?
PS3 games that I got with my PS3 when I bought it.
Yeah. All of the Uncharted games and all of the Infamous games.
Yeah, those.
Is that it? Finish a game
No,
with Civ.
Civ.
I was gonna say, yeah.
A lot of my Steam games.
Yeah. Like I said, all of the Humble Bundle games.
Yeah.
Tony, what
Exactly.
about you?
Top of the list, Tales of Vesperia.
You haven't even started that game.
That's what I'm saying, but it's like I'm literally like, and I think I mentioned this earlier in the podcast. Like I'm about to buy it like tomorrow.
You should.
You didn't mention it, but you told me you were going to do that.
Yeah, I know I thought about mentioning it earlier, but then probably was too busy telling Alex that he's crazy.
Yeah, all those voices, man. What's wrong with me?
Then Mark of the Ninja is on there. You need to like actually finish that game.
Yeah.
Neverwinter Nights 2, gotta play that.
Yeah.
And let's see what else is there. All of the other Civ games except for 5.
Right.
Because like if you look at my Steam, I have all of them from 3 all the way up to 5 with all of their expansions because of how I bought Civ 5.
Yeah.
And I never even installed any of them.
Yep. I got Civ 4 and all of its expansions for free, and I'm never gonna play that game.
And then I guess at some point I should finish Magicka. Played that game for 7 hours and never finished it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Magicka Vietnam.
And Fallout New Vegas. I played quite a few hours of that one and never finished it either.
I'm never gonna finish that game.
Yeah, but there you go. That's mine.
Well, the last one, the one that eats away at me, probably more than most of my backlog games, is Tales of the Abyss. I put 45 hours in that game, still haven't finished it.
yeah, that's another one for me. I bought the 3DS version and kind of abandoned it when other console games came out.
Yeah. I've been thinking about getting the 3DS version and just playing all the way through on that. It was Persona 4 for a while. That was my biggest fucking shit. But I'm kind of glad I waited to play it all the way through with Golden. So.
About 3.
3. I mean, I've beaten 3. So.
Have you really beaten 3? You haven't seen the answer yet.
That's true. The answer. I mean, I know what happens. Someone spoiled it for me. So.
You have terrible friends.
I know. I have the worst fucking friends. Justin.
Sorry.
No, you're right. No, I'm sure I do have to finish the answer. This last email comes in from Harold. He says, none of you have had Greg Miller on the show. Who's now at the top of your dream guest list? P.S. hbombandfriends.com. Coming soon. Hbomb out.
Brian Altano so he can make Evan cry.
That would be really funny. I mean, like, Greg was kind of like my number one. So, what would you guys want to have on the show? I'm curious.
Bobby Kotick.
Anyway.
Lefi. I don't know. As far as like gaming industry wise?
Yeah. Dennis Dyack. Oh wait.
Oh. That was
You
good.
should re-invite him.
We should talk to him again.
His Kickstarter's almost up, by the way. And it has moved the instance up and in, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
If I were to invite someone, maybe Jeff Keighley. I don't know.
Jeff Keighley would be fun. Yeah, he's a fun guy.
He's got all those exclusives.
Yeah, that's true. I think one for me that I think would be really fun is Phil Kohler. I feel like he'd be really fun to talk to because he'd probably be really easy to talk to. So.
Adam Sessler.
Adam Sessler.
That would be
Yeah.
awesome.
It
Joe?
is all about Sess. I don't know. All you people are like... Did he ask specifically about game journalists?
No, he just said, who's at the top of your dream guest list?
Ah, man, I don't know. I think Ben Kuchera, as far as the journalist goes. I kind of, if anyone's been keeping up with John Baum lately, I think John Vignacchi, who's been working on Disney Infinity.
Oh, hell yeah.
John
Would be
Vignacchi
fucking
would be
hilarious.
so much fun.
Yeah,
should.
Vignacchi really is like the funniest dude ever.
Yeah, he's that fucking. Go watch the unedited Giant Bomb Disney Infinity E3 interview with John Vignacchi. It is hilarious.
Yeah, like he's all I can think about on the top of my head. All I can think about. Oh, so dreamy. Peter Molyneux, also a good spoken dude.
What about you, Tony? You're muted. So you know, Tony. Fuck!
In terms of other podcasters, pretty much anyone from the Comedy Button I'd love to talk to. And just hang out with them on a show for a little bit. In terms of developers, I want to talk to Phil Fish on the show, man.
Oh god, yeah, Phil Fish.
I
That would
feel
be
like
fun.
Fish.
if we put you and Phil Fish in a room together, he would probably murder you.
Probably.
Of course, if I put Phil Fish in a room with any one of us, he would probably kill us.
Yeah, I would always ask him if the fish taco is shaped like a fish over and over again.
He would kill Scott first, so you guys know. My roommate Ethan just texted me and said, the people upstairs are having sex.
Thanks, people upstairs.
And then he drew a frowny face. Thank you, Harold. That's a fun question. I've thought about people to have on the show in the future.
Thought about people.
I don't know if any of them will ever happen. But
Quick aside, because I was bored and just did this. Scott and Evan are tied for the number of times that their name's been in the title. Alex only has 2 times, Greg only has 1 time, and me and Tony has never been in the title.
okay. Really?
Interesting.
I'm surprised I've been in there at all.
Alex has the big butt, and Alex is sad. Sure, too.
Oh yeah, Alex is sad. That's the one I remember.
And Scott's been like in every one for like the past year, and Evan's been like all the beginning ones. So,
yeah.
and you don't know shit. Greg stole 1 time for Greg.
Yeah, I made that shit happen.
You can contact us in a variety of ways, much like Harold and Mr. Nepp did. You can send us an email. That's mailsack at irrationalpassions.com. That's MAIL sack at irrationalpassions.com. You can follow each of us on Twitter. I'm at AlFighter27, which is just like it sounds. Evan is at StickerGlue, which is
that's
all one
me.
word. Tony is at Tony Horvath, all one word as well.
Yep.
Nabashin is at Nabashin186. That's NABESHIN 186. And Joe is at Aces High 291.
Hello.
You can follow our friend Justin at the Sigma Omega.
That's me.
Don't forget the
Yeah.
the,
Oh, that's not him. That's me.
and that's very much
Yeah,
all one word.
don't listen to him.
You want
You
to
can
go?
leave us a voicemail at 404-590-1337
It's like bleak.
because it is. But keep in mind that
Fuck
standard
Jeff
long
Shorey.
distance. Keep in mind that standard long
Getting
distance
married
fees
and
do
shit.
apply.
Just stay with me.
God. We live stream weekly over at twitch.tv/irrational
We
passions.
live stream more than weekly.
I mean, yeah. We're trying to. We got Joe on
We've
that,
live
on that tip
streamed
now.
yesterday, today, and then multiple times yesterday.
We also have, at least my series of YouTube videos go up every Tuesday and Friday. It's Alex Talks. I missed a couple, so I put up a couple bonus episodes for you guys. Sorry about that.
No,
I'll
he
be better.
didn't. He's lying.
Yes, I appreciate that.
I know you do. Some other stuff, please rate and review us on iTunes. It helps us out a lot. Go to retrorates.com and join the forums there and start a conversation. It's good, all good fun over there. You can also see our forums over there and ask us questions if you'd like. Follow the show at IrrationalPod to see when we are live on YouTube, like right now, when new videos go up, when new articles go up, and when new Twitch streams go up. And follow our little sister show at MaliciousPod for when you can hear Justin's sweet, sweet anime voice.
It's anime.
It's anime.
But it's
Anime.
not. I don't know what. Like, I don't know what to say.
So other than that, tell your friends. Helps us out a lot because word of mouth is the best way to spread the love. Check out the site, IrrationalPassions.com. And you can find Justin as well as myself over at Malicious Underground Podcast X.
Keep it noted that the mouth is the best way to share the love, but the worst way to share the STDs.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to use the
Also,
you want to use the bottom parts for that.
also check out Joe's article on
PlayStation
of
installs.
Call of Duty. Yes, of Call of Duty multiplayer events. Thingy.
Yeah, I do
And his-
stuff now, like for serious stuff. Like, no more of this. Hey, I might write sometimes.
Dive
I
kick.
write often.
Yep.
And I go.
Do you get super serial?
It really did. I started there. I was like, oh, I'll just do what I do, but a little bit more and get paid for it. Now I do what I do, which is probably going to start happening for multiple sites. I might start getting into Game Rev and may end up somehow on Crave Online. I don't know. Crave Online is about as big as Giant Bomb in terms of audience.
Jeez. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll
Check
see.
Joe's stuff out. His preview's really good. So, I read that like twice.
Because he had to make sure what to say.
Yep. I had to
On
make
this
sure I knew
podcast.
what questions to ask Joe and how to judge him. Nabashin, Dave Lang wanted to make a fighting game with 2 buttons, but I wanted to make a podcast.
Was it really him?
with 1 question?
I thought it was he just picked up a guy.
That dude worked at Iron Galaxy before the Kickstarter, but then after the Kickstarter, he was like, "This game looks really good."
There you go.
Okay.
There
Just
you go.
fact checking. Continue.
I already finished. You ruined it. You interrupted.
Monster.
I know. Dave Lang made a fighting game with 2 buttons, and I made a podcast with 1 question. Please ask it, Nabashin.
Sure. You got my music.
Oh, fuck. All right, you ask a question. I'll cue that up. I have it. I have the YouTube app ready, but I have to.
Okay.
I have to get ready for my test.
All right, guys. This whole question is centered around something I just remembered when I woke up because I had a dream about it, and it's terrible.
Oh, my YouTube app. That's right. Sorry.
Well, fuck it then. No music. God. But yeah, it's centered around this something that happened to me when I was younger. But general questions would be, what was your first time experience with something that left an impact on you? And I will tell you my first time that was almost intimate with somebody. And so that's why I said this is very adult. So this happened in high school. A virgin and all that other shit. Like this below average girl. I'll say this out. And we'll call her Hanukkah though, just to be funny.
Let's say 6. A solid 6.
No, well, whatever.
Like
but this below average girl was interested in me, and I was like, sure, because I was like 17 or something. I was horny as a motherfucker, and I was like, I want to get laid and lose this virginity that I have. So and I had no standards at the time.
No,
So
I know that feel, bro.
And so I went on her bus and we went to her house.
On her what?
This girl was all. I went to her house. Went on her bus. And went,
Yes,
bus.
U.S. She did just like drive her for school, or?
Yes, this is high school.
Okay, so
She's
okay.
I was 17.
Driver, Joe.
Okay,
Stop trying to make
okay.
a bad joke.
No, I'm not really. I really was confused on how that happened to bus.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, and this girl was total bad news from the beginning. Like afterwards, one of my friends cranked and said, "Oh, you shouldn't get with Hanako because she's totally bad news. Like you should have told me this beforehand." But whatever. So like she's already bad news. Like she slept around with a whole bunch of other people. She was like supposedly pregnant already with some guy already. So she's like, "Oh, if you have sex with me, you won't have to worry about having a kid." And I'm like, I
Seems
don't know.
good.
I was dumb.
Seems good.
Yeah, I was dumb and young, and I didn't give a fuck at the time. So we went to her house. It was just the two of us. And her house was complete. Her house was complete, right? Like literally, there were clothes everywhere. Everywhere that you wore, her clothes were carpet. It was like literally just that bad inside her house. So it was terrible. So yeah. And then we started getting together and shit like that. This is embarrassing, by the way. We started getting together and stuff
freaky.
like that.
Let's use the terminology.
Yes.
Getting freaky.
And this is my first time, so this would have been my first time. And I was like kind of like freaking out a little bit. She's like, "Oh, it's okay." So she gave me a blowjob.
Okay.
It was terrible. And she covered her head. She didn't cover her head. She put a blanket over her head so I couldn't see her while she did it. So this is great.
That's weird. That should have been your first time where you're like, man.
That might have helped things out in some case if she was below average.
Yeah. Like I said, this is super weird. So she started getting those blows. It was terrible, and it was like then she just stopped midway, and then she was like, and then she strapped me. She was on top of me and stuff like that. And then so I was ready to do this. I was like, okay, I'm still ready to do this. Whatever, we're gonna do this. And then she takes off her top, and when she took off her top, her boobs were lopsided.
Oh my god!
Like literally, it was like if you put a scale and you got kind of lopsided like that. That's kind of how her boobs were. And then I just that was like, and I looked at Hanukkah after that. And I was like, I'm a Christian. I can't do this. I'm sorry. So and that was like the worst. That was so terrible. I feel so bad that I said that because she was obviously ready to fucking go, and I'm a Christian. I'm sorry, and that's totally a fucking lie because I was nowhere near a church person or anything like that. So it was just terrible. So yeah. Then after that, I think I just walked out and just walked home after that because my home was probably 3 miles. After that, I just walked 3 miles home. So that was my day, And then I see her at school every once in a while. She's like, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey," walk away from her.
Don't talk to me.
And yeah, so that's my story. That's the first time being somewhat intimate with a person. So what's the memorable first time for you, Alex?
Okay. If we want to go along the same fast,
we don't have to. We don't have to. This is totally the reason why I didn't want to for certain people in here. So
Oh no, I have a great first time story. So I'll do something equally as embarrassing, not machine, to make you feel better about telling an embarrassing story. So damaging, I guess, first time. The first time with my ex-girlfriend that she gave me a blowjob. There was the moment of the end, as we men tend to refer to it as. No one calls it that. And she thought she would champion through and swallow like an adult, but she couldn't. So when that happened, she sat up and looked the most disgusted I've ever seen a human being look. Looked around and then saw there was like a half-drunk glass of sweet tea, grabbed it and spit into it. And there was a straw in it, like a bendy straw, and it was just hanging off the bendy straw. So I see her do this, and I just burst out laughing hysterically. It was the funniest thing that I have ever seen in my life. It was probably the best reaction anyone has ever had to anything that they've done to me.
And that was your first blowjob that you got?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So
Then she broke up with you.
And then she broke up with me. I have a horrible joke I could make, but I'm not going to. So there you go. That's embarrassing.
She really blew it.
Yeah, you could say that. Boo.
Yeah, I know.
What about you, Evan? Let's not talk about sucking dicks. Something embarrassing, first time, or damaging experience.
It doesn't have to be sex.
It doesn't know.
Man,
Like the
That
first
was
time
That
you
was the first time I was
I don't
sucking
know.
Bobby Kodak's dick. We'll let you think about it, Evan. Joe, what about you?
So I can give you some embarrassing stories.
Okay.
Okay, so there was this one time where it's all just blowjob stories. It's getting a blowjob. And like I was getting ready, right? And I didn't know that this girl didn't swallow. So I was like, I thought it would be proper to give a little warning. If you don't know, you give a little warning.
You always do. It's courteous.
Unless you do know, and then you're like,
Sneak attack, motherfucker.
exactly.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh, all right, I'm getting ready. And I didn't say it in that kind of like monotone, and
I am getting ready.
Getting ready.
yep, it's like I'm.
I am going to release myself into you.
You know what? I like the tap.
Release
on
the
forehead.
Kraken.
Just like, just like release the Kraken. Yeah, just yell
And
out.
then,
I am the Master Commander.
yep. So that I was like, yep, getting ready to go. That's actually exactly how I said it. No.
Yep. We are saddled up.
All right, man, get ready for liftoff.
Come along, little doggies.
Yep. And then this dude that was staying at her house, right? He had a shirt that was by there,
Oh God.
and then she just grabbed his shirt, and like that's what it finished on. I was like, "Are you sure that's okay?" She's like, "Don't worry, I'll throw it in the wash."
I hope he wore that shirt the next day.
He wore it at some point. And then there was the very first time I had sex when she was pretty high, and I was so not knowing what was going on that she was on top of me and like could not get it in herself. And she was like, "I've never had this problem before." I'm like, "Neither have I."
Fun fact. This is the first time any of this has ever happened.
Yeah, and then things got going, and this was the era of. Why is Steam in offline mode? This was the era of like kind of like two-way loud ass walkie-talkie modes on cell phones.
Yeah.
And then my parents berating me, asking me where I was over and over again while I'm like having some sex.
Oh man.
I was like, oh my god, and then that was that.
All right. Justin, how
Some
about you?
it's pretty embarrassing stories.
Keep in mind, does not have to be sex related.
I can't even
Oh, it
think of
doesn't. Then
anything.
what is the actual question? Sorry, I came back to Alex's story.
Oh God, you missed all of mine. That's great.
That's
I'll listen to this one.
Oh fuck. It's like an
The question
embarrassing
was,
first time?
that's a memorable first time, I guess you could say, that has happened to you.
A memorable first time.
Mhm.
Yeah, of anything. It doesn't have to be sex or girlfriend.
Okay.
Really. We're just doing this because of something I brought up.
See, I can't even think of anything. Like, to be completely honest, I can't even think of anything. The closest thing I could think of is back in high school, like junior high. It was my first dance, because I never went to any before.
Okay.
And so I went there. I knew some friends were going, so I started to hang out with them a little bit. And then I was just by myself because they went to do something. And these two girls started to come up with me. And I knew who they were because they were in my class. And another one of their friends wasn't there with her. And they came up to me and were like, "Hey, Justin." And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, we'll just name the one girl Beth, I guess, whatever.
Beth.
Yeah, Beth.
Call her Risa. I'm joking.
And I murdered her.
Oh no!
I didn't save her, sorry. Yeah, fuck it. We'll call her Risa.
Alright.
So the two friends come up to me and were like, "Hey, Risa was looking for you." And I'm like, "What? Why?" And she's like, and they're like, "Oh, she wants to dance with you." And I'm like, "What?"
She wants the D.
Yeah,
For
she wants the
dance.
D for dance. And I'm like, no, I don't want to dance. And they're like, "Come on, you have to dance with her. She really, really wants to dance with you." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want to." And then I started to walk away, and they just started to follow me, like, "Come on, you have to dance with her." So then I went into the men's bathroom. Because I'm like, I just don't want to fucking dance, all right?
Yeah.
So then my two friends were in there, and I'm like, "Dude, you guys gotta save me. 'Cause, like, go out there and distract them so I don't have to go and dance." So then they go out, they distract her, and I quickly sneak out and go into the dance floor. And of course, my luck, she's there standing, and I'm like, "Oh,
So, do you want to
great."
hear about the question Navasheen asked on this
Oh
week?
wow, Tony. Just speak.
Mute.
Oh,
Got it.
So there she is, and then her two friends come in, and they're like, "So are you gonna dance with her?" And then she was like blushing, like really nervous, and I'm like, "All right, fine. If you guys will just like leave me alone, I'll dance with her."
Mm-hmm.
So then she's like, "You don't have to do this." And I'm like, I'll do it just to get them.
This.
I want to do this just to get out of their way because they're really, really annoying.
Mhm.
So then we dance, and then we're just like standing there, like awkwardly, like slow dancing because none of us wanted to do it. And then all of a sudden she comes out and says, "Oh, a little backstory. But before all this, I would always like make fun of her. I would always like kick her seat because I always sat behind her, kind of thing."
Oh, so you were Helga. Gotcha.
Yeah, but I never actually like liked her. I didn't like ever want to go out with her. So then,
That's what you said about Risei. Oh, wait.
yeah. So then,
Uh,
so then she's like, "I always liked you," and I'm like, "Oh, you did?" And
You're
she's
like,
like,
"Oh,
"Yeah."
no, don't talk about this right now.
No, well, then she asked me to go out with her, and at this point, I'm like, "All right, fine, we'll go out," because it was like eighth grade, so it was like, what's going like? All right, we're going out. We're gonna hang out more often, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
look at you narcomi. You just like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. Give me girls, I don't give a
Oh,
fuck.
good. Fuck. Lay him out.
So the next day, she had this really like bitchy friend that did not like me at all. I mean, this really isn't really
I know,
embarrassing.
that's
It was
real.
more the dance, but
Mm.
but then the next day, her bitchy friend that did not like me at all, didn't know
Let's
that
call
we
her
were dating.
Naoto.
Yeah, no. And she didn't know that we were starting to date, but she would like literally give me the death glare. Like if she could bring in a knife to school, she probably would have stabbed me. She would have went to me first. So then it was awkward because first time dating kind of thing.
Mhm.
And so then the second day after the dance, I literally went up to her and was like, "All right, we gotta stop dating because your friend's like gonna kill me if she actually finds out we're dating." So, and then that's pretty much where it ended because I was scared of her friend more than anything else, because literally, if she would have found out, she probably would have like beat my head against the wall or something like that until I was bleeding.
Yeah, those sociopathic people. They're always the funnest.
And then the funny part is she left. She was only there for 8th grade, and then she left. And then I went to ask her out again in 9th grade, and it was even more awkward because
she was pregnant. I'm sorry, I couldn't say that.
Because of last year, 8th grade and all that stuff, and then that didn't last long again either. So I mean,
and she was pregnant.
No, she wasn't.
Just keep bringing it up.
You must really want Reese to be pregnant there,
Yeah,
Alex.
Evan.
Okay, this was when I was really young.
Mm-hmm.
Did you shit your pants?
No, nothing like that.
Good stories about shitting my pants.
Oh, I got some stories too. Oh my god.
Actually, I got one.
Another
you're
novice
having
asks.
some random family over.
Mm-hmm.
My family was having some random family over. I have no idea who they are. I was like 5 at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't remember who they are to this day. And I just hid in my room all night while they were there, and I didn't know who they were. I didn't.
Did they come into your room and like attack you and
No.
try and like strangle you?
No,
shove a
I
duck
just
in
hid
your
in my
face?
room with my Game Boy because I didn't want to play with them. I didn't know who they were.
Smother you with some down feathers?
Dude, I did that as an adult, so.
Yeah, right? Like I did that up until like last year. Thank you, Navashin. Tony's on the phone right now, so he doesn't have an embarrassing story.
He does.
I'm sure he does, but
I totally do.
somebody
Well,
has
say it.
more
Spill
important
it.
things to say.
All right, so I had a quick side conference with the lady on the phone, and I asked her what was an acceptable first time story for me to tell, just to make sure I didn't make her angry at me. So I'm gonna tell you about the first time I met her,
Okay.
which fun fact, she actually doesn't remember at all.
Okay.
It was at the end of my second year of college, or second semester of college. I went to one of my roommates' neighbor / friends parties, and there were a bunch of people there, and my girlfriend now, Alana, was at the party, and at one point, my roommate Andy took me up to this to her and one other person was like trying to introduce me to these people because he knew all the people and I knew no one there. And so then I was talking to them for a while, and then eventually this other dude, this black guy, I don't remember his name, what's his name?
Navashin.
Milan is his name.
Milan.
He's there with me, and he takes Ilana and goes off somewhere with her, and then next thing I know, it's an hour later, and my girlfriend's on the couch with this guy making out with him.
Wow.
Yeah, and so then
Not girlfriend at the time.
not girlfriend at the time, but right now she's my girlfriend. So then the next time I met her was at another of this other girl's parties, and this girl who's my former roommate's friend, Vivian. I'm at another one of her parties, and Ilana is there again, and basically my roommate Andy tries to play matchmaker with all the other people, and they plays this fake game to hook everybody up in the same room and stuff. And we had been doing karaoke and stuff, and I don't know, it was crazy. People were drunk, and at one point Ilana and Vivian were making out, and it was crazy. And that's the first time she remembers me is when Andy paired her up with me to go hang out in a bathroom and talk to each other for I don't know 25 minutes, and then abruptly he opens the door and we have to leave because he got rejected by Vivian and was really embarrassed to still be there, so he just dragged all of us away from the party. It was so funny. And now and that's my first time story
on the phone. All right, going
All
to
right.
mute. It's that's a good option asks. I hope you guys enjoyed this foray into adulthood here.
Not
Thank
the
you.
blowjob stories.
Not enough blowjob. There are only 3 blowjob stories. Not enough. Thank you, Nabashin, for the question. Thank you, Evan and Sigma, a.k.a. Justin and Tony, for joining us. Thank you, Joe, for telling us about Call of Duty.
Oh man, it's so bro.
So, bro, man.
All right, titles.
Not quite.
He hasn't
Oh,
proposed
wait.
yet.
Shoot. You muted Tony Horvath. Thank you, Danny, for your awesome intro and outro music. That's 2-player co-op to bring us in, and the world is saved to throw us out. This has been Irrational Passions Podcast
Because the
episode
world is saved from us.
142, and I have been your host, Alex O'Neill, on this misogynistic blimp into Evan's mind. Play your games, guys. Stay irrational. We'll talk to you guys next week.
All right, titles.
All
All right, titles this week are
Emails.
Joff marries
Emails.
T. It's about time. You're a smart learner. Now all the Christmas presents are mine. Evan's serial killer roommate. Quacktagory. Gilgamesh sucks dick. The B. Arthur meter. Tales of Disagreement F. Murder me. The horse name is Horse. Yo, Jimbo. That poutine market. A humble tip. The Walking Fred. Resident Raiders. Super Cereal. I'm a Christian. I can't do this. She really blew it. Blowjob stories. And, yep, getting ready to go.
Who said I'm a Christian? I can't do this.
Nah,
That was my story, yeah.
Oh god.
That's the reason I said I couldn't do it. Or that's my excuse to say I couldn't do it.
I'm going to vote for Tales of Disagreement F.
Of course,
Putting it
that
out
was
there.
the only time you talked during the whole show. Except
I thought it was a good discussion.
I'm with a humble tip.
I
I'm
like
with the humble tip.
Humble tip.
It's
Alright, there you go.
it's just the tip. Justin, clearly, there you go. Your opinion is invalid.
Yeah, whatever. I didn't even have a choice.
Joe, Justin, do you think you guys can say the title?
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. You ask so
All
much
right.
of me.
So, who's saying which?
Alright, guys.
Joe can
Justin.
say the
This
number.
is Irrational Passions, episode 142.
A humble tip.
just the tip.
Boom, boom, boom.
Alright, guys, stop recording.
Stop recording.
Recording stopped.
All right, I'm gonna go hang out with my roommate.
Alright, peace, guys. Thanks for putting up with me.
Yeah.
Bye.
You're
Yep.
welcome, Tony.
Bye byes.
Later.
I'm
Later.
gonna watch all of these giant bomb videos that Joe linked. in
Dude,
Discord.
there's only 2 of them. I think 2 or 3. They're pretty good.
The Connected Ventures one is really fucking funny.
Oh god, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, over there.
Yep. That's what happens when Nabashin asked me if I was glad about being on this show.
Yeah, I know.
I shall link to that.
All right.
Alright,
Let
later,
you guys
guys.
go. Good night.
All right. Later. Night.